The Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes are Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran shooter feeling so insecure. The money he earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, this surely turned into an easy bingo. Once ticked off across the board with charge toward, because his squad can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. It's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if battery fun is child can't see if hours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a bike, pretending they're for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react, but isn't act as a fact, as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. She's nearly over and awareness in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all enjoying your Monday, wherever you are in the world. I didn't have to work today, which was kind of nice. I got to make the most of a bank holiday. It's because I work for a bank, and I think I don't know if it was a bank holiday in Scotland, but it was in England. And even though I live in Scotland, Scottish banks operate going by the English bank holidays. So bank holiday technically counted for me. So Fact of the matter is, I didn't have to work. I got a slightly longer lie today and I managed to just enjoy my wee day of not having to worry about work. So, all is well with me. Oh, there's one thing I forgot to load up. I forgot to load up a tips tracker. That's bad of me. I have everything ready. Otherwise, you know, I got the bingo card generator, I got the big wheel of things. Shut the fuck up, Phil. Jesus Christ, this shitty music. That annoys me, man. It catches you off fucking guard, this shitty fucking music. Out of fucking nowhere, man. Hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all doing very well on this fine Monday. Right, let's just spin the... Oh, actually, hang on. Before we even spin the wheel. We have a new addition to the wheel. I need to actually show it off to you guys. Because it's been a wee while since I've gone through this kind of wheel with you guys. And, yeah. Oh, actually, we can add it. If we want to, we can add some more things. Okay, let me change the source to show you the notepad file. There we go. I have added the word tired. He seems to be tired of a lot of things lately, so I thought I'd add the word tired. Because it does seem to... And that's thanks to Pixar Animations. Pixar Animations is the one that actually suggested adding something like that to the bingo list. DJ Renault's saying, can we add absolutely positively if we haven't yet? Let me pig go that right now and see how often he says that. He said it on the 28th, the 26th, the 25th, the 20th, the 18th, the 16th, the 7th, and the 4th, and the 3rd, and the 2nd, and the 1st. It does seem to be saying it a good few times, so within the last 29 days, or 28 days you could argue, he said it about a dozen times. Do people think that's enough of a common theme to include it on a bingo card? Him saying absolutely positively. Do you think it qualifies as a DSPism? Should we add it to our list? Some people are saying yes, go for it. Blurrycat says go for it. Prophet wants me to add rubber baby buggy bumpers. No, I'm not going to add rubber baby buggy bumpers. There's no reason to add rubber baby buggy bumpers to it. Is that some sort of tongue twister or something? I don't know. I don't think Phil's ever said rubber baby... Has he ever said rubber baby buggy bumpers? I don't understand if he has or not. It's crowdfunding on. You know, it might be worth looking into. I'll tell you what. Absolutely... positively. We're going to add absolutely positively as well, fuck it. And I'm going to also add that to the very bottom of this list that I've got here. Thank you very much. Let's go down to the very bottom. Absolutely positively. There we go. Is on-demand content. But on-demand's on there and so is content. Don't see old guard. I'm not going to add that. I don't think he's going to say that much more. I used to have thus added to it, but I stopped saying thus, so no more thus. That's two new things added. Tired and absolutely positively. That's two new things added. In Pixar Animations, as I said, suggested the first one for tired, you know. Well, he said, I think he wanted something like specific, like, you know, I'm tired of this or I'm tired of that or whatever. I just thought it was safer just to have the word tired because that's certainly more common. You know, if Phil says, I'm tired of it, I'm tired of them, I'm tired of this person doing this or whatever. Tired is one of the things that definitely is more common. It's a safer one to have. But yeah, with this two new things to add, let's go back to our wheel. Let me actually first of all save my bingo wheel. So the notepad file, I saved the notepad file, sorry. Let's go back to the wheel here. Let me edit the wheel so I can add tired and also add absolutely positively. There we go. Now if I do click share, so I can get a link for us. Copy link, thank you very much. And I'll go back to my notepad file and save a link to the whole wheel on that so I don't lose it so I can use it in future. Very fucking easy. Good stuff. Right. Do we have fence sitting? No, Phil doesn't actually say that, or it doesn't actually do it a huge amount either, in my opinion. Right, we have got our full list of bingo stuff. I actually need to actually redo it properly. There we go. Generate bingo cards. So even before we figure out what we're going to be using. Oh, I didn't change the title. Hang on. The Level 1 Podcast Bingo. Whoops a daisy. Well, yeah, this is a huge fucking wheel. Look at all the things on us, and not only that, we can really randomise it so easily, just by going like that and then that. And look how randomising this is all. This is so much randomisation going on with this goddamn wheel. People want a Wheel of Fortune soundbite. I mean, 2 seconds. Give me a second here. Because, Playing with Your Beliefs did send me this before. I guess that's not really the Wheel of Fortune music, it's literally some kind of bingo tune of sorts. I guess not really the same thing, is it? And the good old tip tracker I've got on standby, good stuff. Right, I'm going to spin the wheel. I'm spinning it now. Spinning the wheel. The word we're going to use today is him saying new games. So Phil has to say new games. Thank you. Right, I accidentally bumped the microphone, sorry about that, but that could be a tough one. Okay. We need a number between 1 and 213. Need a number, guys. First number I see in chat is the one I'm going to use. 42. Bloody Cat was the first one there with 42. Also, Wetwork had 42. I'm not entirely sure if Wetwork and Bloody Cat were working together to come up with 42, or if they just somehow came up with 42 at the same time. That's actually really impressive. Wetwork, Bloody Cat, what's going on there? How in the hell did you both come up with 42 pretty much at the same time? I would accept new releases, yes, Stuart Gascoigne. New releases, new games, same kind of thing. But we're going to the 40-second bingo card, which is this one right here, which is the 43rd result. As you know, the very first result is the big fullest at the top, so the 40-second bingo card is this one here. The very top left-hand corner of the card is new games. Then it's him mocking chat, him saying likes, him saying you guys, and also him saying here's the thing. Then we've got the good old leg slap. It is what it is, nobody/no one, the Y or T pose, as well as YouTuber jealousy. Then I've got him saying react, content, him snorting, him having a scat talk, and him butchering a word. Then I've got him saying engagement, him having an arm flailed, him saying excited, him saying good news, and the good old prayer hands. Finally, we have got variety. Detractor/trolls, him doing clown mode, him clearing his throat, and that annoying T sound. I think this is an actual very good card. The one thing that I'm not entirely sure about is him saying... I don't know, I actually think he's going to not say good news. But other than that, I think it's a very strong card. I like it. So let me save the card right now very quickly before I forget to save it, because I've done it one time before and I've never forgiven myself for it. I made a mistake one time and I try and avoid making the same mistake again. So it's important we learn from our mistakes, guys. Something Phil never does. Phil is always doomed to repeat history and repeat the same mistakes. Such as deleting his own fucking videos to try and avoid copyright strike shit. Dumbass. Anyway, you guys could enjoy some Meerkat music, and I'll get the bingo cards set up. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, for helping me pick the bingo card. I'll get it all set up. You guys enjoy your tunes.
Raise money to pay 2 big bills next week. All my utilities are due next week. So now in the next few days, I have to raise money to pay my utilities. And then, you know, see what I mean? Like, this is how it is for me. Yet these shitheads out there want to fucking fuck with me behind the scenes, ruin my all kinds of financial shit for me. Then on top of that, make stuff up to try to make me sound like a terrible person on the internet.
To make money, I have to pay Ben bills. You know, I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills.
I have to pay my taxes, pay my back taxes. I have to pay my mortgage. pay my internet bill. I have to
pay
bills. I have to
pay
bills, bitch. Taxes. I have to
pay
bills, bitch. Day to day, tips to tips, to pay bills and things. Eventually things will get better, but kind of stuck right now with how things are. That's why I'm trying to make money. I have to pay bills, you know. I have to
pay
bills. I have to
bills.
bills. I have to
Pay
taxes.
bills.
I have to
bills.
I have to. If you want to sit here and you want to pretend like you're holier than thou, I'm better than those content creators, man. Because I have a job where I work 9 to 5 and I bust my ass at my job and I earn a paycheck, man. And then I come home. See, I'm not on the internet begging for money all day, man. See, I'm better than them, man. No, you're not any better. Everyone's the same. No one's better than anybody else. Get your ass out there and fucking work, bitch.
Oh, you're right. You will take the ban. You're absolutely right. You will take the ban. You'll take the ban hard right in your fucking ass. Get the fuck out. You're supposed to be someone I trust, and you're gonna be a dickhead and go behind my back and hurt me and insult me. Get the fuck out. You'll take the ban real hard right up the finger.
I'm just going to ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone.
Bitch, fuck you and your mother. Fuck the trolls. Bitch, fuck you and your mother.
I'm just going to ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone.
Bitch, fuck you and your mother.
I'm just going to
Fuck you and your mother.
That's right. This is the United States of Phil. I am the supreme being. I make the rules. What I say goes. This is my land.
A nice lean-in manual. Now, just because I can, I'll issue a lean-in manual ban.
Ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone.
Bitch, fuck you and your mother. Fuck the trolls. Bitch.
Now, just because I can, I'll issue a lean-in manual ban.
Ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone.
Bitch, fuck you and your mother.
I'm just going to
Fuck you and your mother. Alright guys, how about this? How about everyone relax and let me play the fucking game and stop derailing my stream? Maybe I don't give a fuck that someone maybe in here you're accusing of being someone else who was previously banned. Maybe I just want to play the game and I don't fucking care about you guys derailing. Like, there's people watching this stream right now, they're trying to watch me play the game. Here's everyone in the chat. There's someone in the chat who's someone else who might have been previously banned. They might be saying racist things to do that. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm looking at the chat for the last 5 to 10 minutes. None of that is happening in the chat. None of it. It's just you guys screaming.
Now what does the sugar do in the sauce?
Adds sweetness, adds a contrast. If you don't, it's all going to be tartness, and you won't have any
It's going
kind
to be
of sweetness
acidity
to
from
the sauce.
tomatoes.
Right, you'll have
And then
tart,
spice.
tart and it's acid and nothing else. All right. So now we got to stir all that in, and then we add our final ingredients, and then the meat.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side fit. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. I'm half kind of European mix. European style, Asian fusion style tips. Greasy hair. Pasta once a week. Authentic style, Asian fusion style, Italian.
Guess what else we're going to add?
What?
Sausage. Italian sausage. That's going to go in here too.
I love sausage. I have had many varieties.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side fit. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her pill. Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. I'm not full-blooded Italian. That'd be ridiculous for me to claim. I am a quarter Italian. I am 1/4 Polish, and then I'm half kind of European mix. I understand that people right now are so hyped for the gifted memberships, and I'm very grateful for that. I mean, thank you. But I hope that that doesn't mean that people are going to forego tipping, because that would put me in a bad situation. And in particular, I don't know why you guys, okay, why are you laughing? Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Why are you laughing? Oh, so hilarious that this guy has stuff financially tight. I literally can't afford stuff on Tuesday on my day off, and you're gonna laugh? Oh, it's funny. When you can't go and do something with your family on your day off, your one day off for the week when you're working full-time 6 days a week. That's funny, right? No, it's not fucking funny. Now shut up. Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Huh? Huh? Huh?
Hey guys, I just thought I'd share this wee screen here of the kind of interest that Pac-Man, or the current game he's playing, the current Pac-Man game's getting on Twitch. So, the big hot new game he's playing right now, Pac-Man World Repack, currently has 339 viewers in total on Twitch. Only. So that's all it has. Let's go to the dashboard here for a second on the tips tracker, and let's scroll all the way down. Let's just refresh our memories, guys, of the current hot trends that Phil Burnell is playing. So, today he's going to be playing Pac-Man World Repack, which currently has an active viewer base on Twitch of 359 viewers. I know Phil's not playing on Twitch, but I think it's a good metric to determine how popular games are right now that he's playing currently. After that, he's going to be playing 2 Point Campus, it looks like. Yeah, 2 Point Campus. Let's see how well that's doing. I've actually got a feeling this is going to be doing better. 2 Point... Oh, be helpful if I spelled 2 right. 2 Point Campus. 1.1k viewers, definitely doing better. Okay, that's not bad. How about we check out the other night? He played Saints Row from 2006 overnight, which currently has 17 active viewers. And then he played Bassmaster Fishing 2022, which has 2 active viewers. Last night's games have a combined total of 19 viewers at this point in time. At least Pac-Man's in the hundreds. In case you're wondering as well, Phil actually got his hat goal hit last night. He was able to put on his fishing hat for playing Bassmaster. Although it did result in a lot of begging to get there. An extreme amount of begging happened. We actually got a code black situation going on Piece of Pieces restream. Look up Call of Duty Vanguard, no problem, Prophet. Call of Duty Vanguard, there you are. 1.7k viewers currently for Call of Duty Vanguard. What other games did you plan to play recently? Destroy All Humans, Midnight Fight Express. Okay, we'll try Destroy All Humans. 229 viewers. Piece of Pieces stream got copyrighted. Ah shit, that's a shame. What was the other game that he's playing? Midnight Fight Express. .237 viewers for Midnight Fight Express. Meanwhile, this game he keeps shitting on. I really should have just clicked on the actual game. 18.6k viewers for Cult of the Lamb. The game he shits all over as being some stupid little fucking, you know, random popular for one day kind of game, indie game that's not worth his time or investment. Cult of the Lamb getting in massive metrics on Twitch. People obviously are interested in the fucking game right now. Phil refuses to play it because reasons. So I just thought I'd share those kind of metrics with you. These are the games that Phil's playing right now. Well, Multiverse, surely Multiverses is quite high up. I'd be astonished if Multiverses wasn't in the thousands. 6.7k viewers, that's not bad. At least he's playing one game that's kind of popular on fucking the kind of streaming metrics. But fucking playing Saints, this game, he still plays this game every Sunday once a week, hoping to get a lot of money for it, and barely anyone cares about the game. You can still hear Phil singing in the background. Oh, I've got Meerkat's music still playing.
Yesterday was a really slow day for me on stream. I didn't make a lot of
What's Phil saying? Apparently Destroy All Humans 2 comes with a free standalone expansion to part 1 called Clone Carnage, but I have no idea what that is.
This dude is a piece of fucking garbage.
Well, looks like Phil is quite bright and ready to go anytime. I wonder if anyone actually likes this song. Well, I'm not listening to it, Phil. I'm listening to Meerkat's song. Meerkat's music is so much better. In fact, let's turn it up.
I'm a loser and I'm on level 1. Then I can't go on a honeymoon with my wife. I'm paycheck to paycheck. I'm on level 1.
I need this money, this money, this money. I get this money, this money, this money. Beg for this money, this money, this money. I want that money, money. The only time I chill is when I pay my bills. The only time I get to chill is when I spend the bills. I need this money, this money, this money. I get this money, this money, this money. Beg for this money, this money, this money. I want that money, money. The only time I chill is when I pay my bills. The only time I get to chill is when I spend the bills.
If you are watching his shows and you're paying his bills, you're a fucking loser. You should not support this guy. He had the opportunity to make serious money to entertain you, and he wouldn't do it. But you're gonna still fucking give him $200? You're gonna give him $50 to pay his fucking bills? Nah, you got a job. You keep your money. Fuck that guy.
Hello? Pernell?
That is a business related, and I do still have it.
WWE champion time.
Go, 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 go. Into the money, stupid fuck.
I love it.
Go, 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 go. By eBay. Hell! It's been tough. I always think that it's my fault. Drinking gin. Yep, I'm toxic. I love Hulk Hogan's dick. My ass is so fucking stretched.
Oh, no you didn't, you motherfucking piece of shit cocksucker. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you.
Pernell?
Go, 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 go. Into the money, stupid fuck.
I love it.
Go, 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 go. By eBay. Hell! Hateful slurs. Lame brain pieces of dumb fucking hateful slurs.
Why am I talking?
I love it.
Hey, Mr. Pernell, you there?
I am present.
Right, I understand. He's claiming that he's got $5,000 a month in expenses and only $5,000 a month in income, and net's about $35.
It's Tevin's fault. Because you're not rich and you're not famous and you're not this and you're not that. You had an opportunity to be, but you blew it all. And I said, well, oh well. I'm proud of that. I guess I'm proud to be a loser.
This one's for all my baby girls.
I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy. Fuck life. I'll be the for the thousands of.
What the hell's going on? Hang on, guys. Sorry about this. Is he live now? He skipped his intro, I think.
This is so dumb.
I'm counting that as clown mode. I don't care. I'm counting it as clown mode. I think he's intentionally fucking done this, you know. So I could go all clown mode and this shit. Got it on mute. Got it on mute for now. Still muting his shit. This is definitely clown mode though.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah, yeah. Money.
Thank you very much to Stuart Gascoigne for the super chat. It says, "Are we all ready for legal advice and words of wisdom from the only DSP lol?" Thank you very much, Stuart Gascoigne, for that. And yeah, keep in mind, Phil comes out with stupid shit all the fucking time. I love it when he fucking tries to pretend to talk about something he clearly doesn't know enough about, but asks some sort of fucking authority on this issue. He does it all the goddamn time. Whether it comes to fucking computers, whether it comes to fucking, you know, copyright law shit, you know, whether it comes to, you know, fair use engage, you know, all this kind of shit. Everything he fucking talks about, he fucking acts like some sort of goddamn authority on. Now, also, this is not a fucking... The stream's not started as far as I'm aware, like properly. Yeah, he's still playing his stupid dumbass music. I've hit live. Okay, Phil's live now, and he had his dumbass intro. Okay. Right, guys, prepare yourself. We're going fucking live now, and yeah, we're already a wee bit behind because of Phil's stupidity and fucking antics. So, yeah, that's fucking great. Let me just fix the fucking music as well, so we have that playing in the background. There we go. Right, guys. Usual kind of thing. Tag me in chat in case I miss anything. Keep me updated in the snorts as well. I'll try and count along with you. But guys, do your best to keep track with me. Find out the snort counter and the bingo card and all this nonsense. Sticky Man says, "Hey, what do you think about getting some screenshot examples of T-pose, siege mode, etc. for all those new bingo people who don't know what to look for?" I can just explain it pretty quickly. If I get screenshots, where am I going to put it? I'm very limited for space, so like, it's just easy enough to just try and explain it very quickly rather than try and have it somewhere, I feel. Annoying T sound is when he says a word like Twitter or excited and he really emphasises one of the T's. It's just a strange thing, it's a strange habit where he really seems to emphasise a certain T in the words like Twitter or excited or something, you know, he just does like a weird thing. Anyway, time for bingo.
Click the wrong thing. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Level 1 Podcast. Today is Monday, the 29th of August, 2022. I, Darkside Phil, and I welcome you here to the show. The new week has begun. All right, the weekend is over. Today is essentially the middle of my streaming week, a 5-day streaming week for me this week. A little different. Usually it's a 6-day, but last week was a 7-day, so now this week's shorter with a 5-day. It all kind of evens out, right? Hope you guys had a good weekend. As we head into another new week of streaming, including ongoing playthroughs, adjourning late night runs of certain things, which we'll talk about in a moment. A new release tomorrow, which I'm actually downloading right now as we speak to my Xbox Series X. Excuse me. Along with many other special things going on later this week, a marathon event. We'll cover all of this when we talk about the schedule in just a moment, okay? So it's fun stuff coming up. Fun stuff coming up this week. However, today, there is not a lot going on. Just to give you guys some perspective of where I'm coming from today, we really got no updates on anything major. No updates on the copyright situation with DSP Gaming, so I got nothing to talk about there or really a reason to reiterate. There's no real game news today. The biggest game news today is there may be a Nintendo Direct in like the next week. Oh, there may be news about something. Oh, how exciting, right? It seems like Gamescom last week kind of dumped all of the information about, upcoming new releases for almost the rest of the year all at once. And once that was done, pretty much the gaming community is quite quiet. I think the next clamor of information will probably be, excuse me, will probably be when Last of Us 2 1 remake, remaster, whatever, $70 edition comes out this Friday, and you're going to have people from different schools of thought weighing in on it. Some saying, is it worth it or not? Others reviewing the accessibility features, which in my opinion is actually one of the major features of the game, since it's the same game you've played twice already. But outside of that, it's pretty slow. Just like I've been telling you guys, there's really nothing going on. There's no huge AAA releases right now. There won't be for a bit. And because of that, it's kind of like very quiet. Very quiet, right? And I guess that's okay. We are technically still in the tail end of the summer now. Summertime continues until like late September. And then I would say probably about the time when the Modern Warfare 2 beta comes out in late September, and then heading into October, which is going to be very heavy for new game releases, and then November, which also looks like it's going to be very heavy for new game releases. I guess we'll finally get to that point where it won't just be, okay, every day we're just kind of chilling here and, doing odds and ends and random things. There's actually going to be like major game news and major games to cover, you see? So, right now it's just kind of go with the flow, kind of chill. I feel like today's going to be a very chill day. For example, I don't really have many major topics to discuss on today's podcast with you guys. Like, I'm going to go through the schedule. Great. But outside of that, there's really no updates or changes about anything. So I guess what we'll do is we'll do some Q&A and see how long it takes us. Sometimes we do Q&A and it's done, quickly, and other times we do it and people ask some really interesting, in-depth questions, and that ends up being drawn out more. Okay, we're actually supposed to be doing Ask the King in early September. I think I scheduled it for the first Thursday in September, if I remember correctly, which would be, hold on, it would be the 8th of September. Technically the first Thursday of September is the first, but that's like the first day. It's too early. Will we be doing Ask the King on the 8th of September? Well, I guess it depends on a lot of factors. How we're doing with the current playthroughs, what else is going on in gaming at the time. I see no reason not to do it unless we get wrapped up in other stuff. But that's my next dedicated Q&A show. We really just don't have a lot to really go about and talk about today, so probably just Q&A and seeing that. Then the first stream today, the first gameplay is Pac-Man World Repack, which we played a couple days ago. I got through the first 3 entire worlds in one sitting. The game was a really interesting take on Pac-Man, taking him into the 3D platforming era around the same time when everyone else was doing it, right? Mario and Donkey Kong and Crash Bandicoot and Banjo-Kazooie and all these other games had been coming out at this time. And this was a way to take this classic arcade video game character and bring him into the modern era as well. It's a fun game, but at the same time, it's quite easy. I'm dying, but there's really no risk for dying. The checkpoints are good, and at this point, I've beaten the first 3 worlds and have like over 30 lives or something crazy like that. So it is what it is. I'm enjoying the game. We may beat it today. If not, I couldn't see it taking up more than one like late night stream maybe next week to wrap up the playthrough. It seems like a pretty simple game, which is great and all, but it was kind of pricey for a game that looks like I'm going to beat in just like 6 hours. It's $30.
Okay, let me pause right there. So Phil spent $30 on this game. How much has he made so far just on, tips alone? Where is the first Pac-Man? Here we go. The first stream, he earned $64. Phil has already made double of his fucking, the amount of money it costs Phil to buy a game. He's already doubled up on that. He spent $30 buying it. He's earned $64 in tips alone. That's not counting super chats and members potentially gained from that stream. Therefore, he's already in a profit. He's already plus. It's already worked out quite well for him. He has made more than enough back on the game that it cost him $30 to spend money on. But he's going to just kind of memory hole that shit, of course. That's inconsequential, apparently.
So I guess we'll see how it goes and go from there. Tomorrow we got a new release as well, which we're going to talk about in a second when we talk about the schedule. I already just bought it and I'm actually installing it right now. Gotta hope that one is interesting. The one that I played a few years ago was. But anyway. Alright, so that's the deal. Really right now is kind of like there's not too much going on in the realm of craziness or whatever, which is fine. I think today will be a more relaxing, laid-back day. Hopefully, we can avoid any kind of drama and nonsense, and we can just have a good, chill day here on the streams, which is always a good thing, right? Right? Now, yesterday, on the podcast, I did a big segment, and the segment was about me talking about how lately, with all the crap going on, with the copyright strikes against the channel and all that crap, that I was feeling kind of down. And admittedly, when I look at the members goal, I just did the members total, and it goes from over 600 to 300 in a month. It's disheartening because I think people are apprehensive and afraid to become a member of the channel or give memberships because they're afraid that that could all like go away if the channel gets suspended or whatever, right? To which I tried to explain yesterday, I'm maintaining a positive attitude. I'm of the impression that no matter what's going to happen, we're going to be on DSP Gaming for the long term no matter what. Even if there's maybe a road bump or, you know, a hurdle to get over, we're definitely going to stay here and I'm going to keep making content for you guys no matter what. All right? Yes, this is a situation of uncertainty, but at the same time, I want you to feel positive about the fact that I'm not going anywhere, right? I'm just not. I refuse to lose. I refuse to be defeated, especially by people who are breaking the law in order to try to bring me down. So that being said, I really feel like there's a lot of misplaced fear because I'm not afraid. I'm totally not, you know. But it is sad and it is disheartening when I see the viewers kind of feeling like that. And I wish that I could do something to fix that, and I really can't. I can't make YouTube work better. I can't make malicious people not break the law. You know what I mean? Like, all I could do is maintain the same positive attitude I've always had, keep pushing forward positively, making great content for you guys every day, having the same fun streams, right? And hoping for the best. And that's really the way to go about life, I feel, is when life is hitting you with adversity, you keep pushing forward positively. You don't give up. You don't get afraid of everything. Instead, you say, whatever, we're just going to keep going, right? So it's this simple. I can't make anyone feel better. I don't know how to do that. I wish I did. I wish I could make you feel, oh yeah, safe and fun, and oh, don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. I can't. I literally can't do that because you never know what's gonna happen in this life. You never know what's gonna happen. At any moment, something could change for us, all of us, right? And you can't really avoid it. But my attitude is stay positive and you know, just keep on going. So, if you're a fan of DSP Gaming, if you're a fan of this content, if you love this channel, you like me, you like interacting. If you know, I wouldn't feel afraid of supporting the channel with a membership. Just wouldn't. First of all, it's only a few bucks anyway. It's not like it's a giant investment, right? But simply jumping on here and, you know, renewing your membership or gifting memberships like you normally would have, and now you're not. I don't think.
Oh, that sounded a wee bit salty right there. You know, you normally would have fucking gifted memberships, but now you're fucking not. That sounded a wee bit salty in that wee bit there. To me, that just comes off as him being quite toxic right then and there. Let's hear that one more time. Just reminding people that they used to fucking gift memberships, but now they fucking don't.
Simply jumping on here and, you know, renewing your membership or gifting memberships like you normally would have, and now you're not.
You normally would have gifted memberships, but now you're fucking not.
I don't think it's going to be a lost cause whatsoever. You know, I think it's more of, it's just a matter of clearing up nonsense that takes a little time, but it's fine. As you notice, nothing's changed. I'm still here every day, putting out the same content. If something goes wrong and I can't do it here, we'll do it somewhere else until the issue's cleared up. Nothing's going to change, you know? And it sucks because this is support that I get every month, right? Usually, this channel is between 500, 600 members. And now we're down.
No, it's fucking not. Usually, you're between 300 and 400 members. That's your organic, natural growth. 500 to 600 members was inflated. Normally, it's fucking 300 to 400. Your natural fucking level is where you're at right fucking now. Nobody fucking bothered to give memberships or do massive membership bombs for like a month, and it's gone back to some sort of level of normality. You are lucky to get naturally 400 members. Anything above that is not natural. It is inflated and is a false impression of what you should actually be in terms of memberships. That is a simple fact of the matter, Phil. Also, this goddamn pause screen. How do I do it? How do I do it?
Hundreds. That's a lot of lost income for me. Next month, when I go to get paid by YouTube for this month's performance, it's going to be way down, and that's money I need to pay bills and stuff, and that sucks, because it's not my fault. That's not your fault. That's a malicious party's fault, someone breaking the law, and YouTube being too fucking wishy-washy on how they handle lawbreakers, instead of saying, oh, we just want to protect ourselves rather than caring about what's actually legally right. All right? It's bullshit. Okay? It is. And, you know, I in the old days, I'd get angry, right? In the old days, I'd be, like, so furious, and I'd be like, oh, fuck this and fuck them and blah, blah. You know, I'm getting older. I've been here, done that. This is only, like, the 10th time that I've had copyright bullshit on the channel that I had to clear up. You know, it's not new territory for me, so it's actually hard for me to get angry or upset about this anymore, because it's kind of like a waste of time. I really feel like that. I feel like it's a waste of time to get so upset about situations like this now, okay?
Amran just said in chat, the piece of peace showed that this YouTube check he got was his highest ever. I think he's got to taste that sweet members money. Is that true? Because as far as I'm aware, was it his highest ever going by the net revenue? I mean, if we're going by this, then yes, it was pretty much his highest ever, but that's like $10 more than what it was back in January. Whereas that was I believe he got this money in February. He would have got this money in February, I think. I don't know. I'm not massively close. I think it's calculated. Yeah, it must be calculated. He would have got... So this is December's pay. Yeah, this is everything he got in December. Everything from December on YouTube of 2021, this would have been paid out to him. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong about that. Sorry. This is everything that was raised in January, and he would have got this money in February. The YouTube stuff's always like a month behind. So this YouTube payment happened to him recently. This one is still building up, and they'll get paid out when August is finished. And yeah, that's actually a very telling thing. Look at the numbers for YouTube. No wonder Phil's panicking. His August YouTube payment is currently going to look so shit. It's like $1,500 less than usual. Or $1,000 less than usual. That's actually, no wonder he's fucking freaking out. Guys, we're at the 29th of August. He's literally got 3 more days to try and fucking... Actually, is it 3 more days? Because Phil's... No, it's 3 more days, yeah. Because the 31st is a Thursday, and Phil will still be working then as well. Actually, no, he's off on the 31st. Wait, is that... No, hang on. He's not working... I say working, you get what I mean. No, 31st is Wednesday. Yeah, okay. He's got today, tomorrow, and Wednesday to get more raised for YouTube payments that's coming up in September. And currently his YouTube payment is $3,414, which is significantly far less than usual. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, I got there in the end. No wonder he's fucking freaking out. Jesus Christ, man. I was wondering what fucking triggered us, but yeah. It's like reality set in for him.
So, that all being said, thank you to anyone who continues to support the channel. All right, I know it's weird, and you know, you can take it as a negative when you look at that. And you're like, wow, you see, Phil's membership support's way down, so that means bad things. It literally doesn't. It just means people don't want to get screwed over by an automated system on YouTube, and I understand that. You don't want to, you know, put your money towards a membership, and then YouTube decides arbitrarily, oh, I'm suspending Phil's channel for false copyright strikes, and now you lose out on your benefits. All right, but know this. If you become a member or you gift memberships, you're directly helping this channel in a very positive way, and it keeps the business going. Like behind the scenes, it is that income that I get once a month from YouTube that pays things like my mortgage.
Yeah. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
Thank you very much to Manuel for subscribing to the channel. Much appreciated.
Okay, my taxes, my car payment, the things that are essential. If I don't have a home to live and broadcast from, I can't do the content. If I don't have a car My wife can't go to work. I can't go out and get, do things once a week. These are essential things that the YouTube income pays for. And when that goes away, yeah, that's going to hurt me big time. Okay? So I don't blame people for feeling negative or sad or afraid. I don't. I'm just saying, in my mind, at this point now, it's been almost a week, I'm not worried. And, worst case, if the worst case were to happen, I still have plans in place that things will still keep going. So I don't think you should worry either. I really don't. Okay? Fair enough? All right. Let's talk schedule. So, today, Pac-Man World Repack, the second stream. In the first stream, we beat 3 whole worlds. For what I don't understand, the game has 6 worlds. So...
Fuck that shit, I'm going 1.5 speed.
We're nearing the end at this point, okay? It kind of is, it kind of is a situation where I wasn't expecting the game to be this short, but it is what it is, I guess. If we beat it today, great. If not, we'll probably do one more night stream to finish it. I'm definitely enjoying the game, but yeah, it's definitely on the easier side. There hasn't been anything ultra challenging yet. And a few times when I did die a bunch because I was playing poorly, it doesn't really matter. You have so many extra lives in this game that it's just like, a drop in a bucket, right? It's not a big deal when you lose a life, so that's today's first stream. We'll continue on. If I beat it, great. If not, we'll probably have another stream of it next week on a night stream to finish it up. Fair enough. Later tonight, on the late stream at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, will be the final session, 2 Point Campus. Now, what I mean by that, okay? So, let's go ahead and get rid of a troll. So, in regards to 2 Point Campus, all right, I really enjoyed the game. All right, I just want to clarify this. I've had a great time with the game so far. However, we've reached a point in the game where essentially it's not that fun to play anymore for my purposes or my style of streaming. Allow me to explain, excuse me. 2 Point Campus has been a game that's been a late night chill stream. You play it for a couple of hours. You micromanage a campus, building various buildings, classrooms, workrooms, hiring teachers, taking care of requests from the students and the teachers and the staff that you hire. You get to see the students doing their coursework, which is kind of neat. When it was gastronomy, which is cooking, you got to see them making pizzas and pies and all kinds of fun stuff there. The robotics club, you could see them making these giant robots that did fun things. It was very, very neat. All right. Last time that I played it, the game became so complicated that I didn't even have a moment to just sit back and relax for a second and see what was going on the campus. It was literally, oh, need something here, need something here. Oh, now build this, but now you need this new requirement here, new requirement here, new requirement. Whoa. People were trying to talk to me and interact with me during the stream. I couldn't even read their messages because I had to constantly be just, pay attention. Another demand over here. And for some people, I can understand why you like that kind of gameplay, right? Maybe you have that kind of crazy mind that just wants to keep track of every little nuance going on. And there's definitely a market for that kind of game. Sim games have been very popular over the years. They've actually had times when they're super popular, and then they kind of fall out of popularity, and then they come back, and then they fall out. But they always come back, right? So in this case, I'm not surprised if people like that kind of gameplay. But for a streamer, here's someone, I'm trying to maintain an interactive and relaxing experience for you guys. I can't even pay attention to you because the game is so demanding of me constantly paying attention. And honestly, night school, meaning a school you train people to become chivalrous knights, sounded like a great premise. By the time I was done last week, I was completely exhausted, and I couldn't even tell you what kind of stuff happened at that school. I was so busy, I didn't even get a chance to look at the students learning and doing their coursework, which is probably them learning how to joust and do fighting and stuff, which you think would have been entertaining to see. I didn't even get to look, okay? So, in reality, the way I see it is this. Up to this point, 2 Point Campus has been relaxing fun. Last time, it became work. It became less about, okay, setting up this cool system and then enjoying watching it work. It became just keep fixing the system, keep fixing the problems that are breaking, keep building and breaking them, there was no time for fun. It was all time for work. Now, I don't know about you guys. I have a job, right? I have stress in my real life that already stresses me out. I don't need to have work at a time it's supposed to be a fun game. I just don't, okay? So when I'm trying to play the game and I can't maintain it to a point where it's fun and chill for you guys or me, I think it's time to say goodbye. All right, so tonight, we've got an option. It's either going to be Wizarding School or Sports School. In the Wizarding School, it's kind of like Harry Potter. Well, in the Sports School, it's more about building a professional team that I guess is good at competition and will win a championship. For what I don't understand, the Wizarding School, you start with $0. You actually have to run a school with no money. So what you have to start doing is borrowing immediately and finding a way to pay it back, which is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. Everyone says it's one of the harder parts of the game. I've had 2 to 3 people contact me basically and be like, yeah, this is very much one of the harder stages of the game. You probably aren't going to like it, okay? So maybe we should do the Sports School instead tonight and see what happens. But admittedly, I don't think we're going to go past tonight. And quite frankly, the goal every time I played the game was to unlock the next university. If we don't do that tonight, I don't think I'm too worried about it. I think what we're going to do is just go with the flow and try to have a good time and not worry so much about, oh my God, we absolutely must hit the 1-star rating and unlock the next school. I think it's going to be more about just kind of relaxing and trying to make the best of it. At this point, I feel like 2 Point Campus has run its course. We have more than enough stuff right now at night. We have multiverses, which I wish I could play more of, and I'm only playing once this week. We've got Midnight Fight Express, which I wish I could play more of. I'm only playing it once this week. I played it last week and loved it, and I had a chance to play it again. All right? So we've already got 2 games that I want to play more. And then on top of that, I've got requests for the month of September to do chill game playthroughs like Earthbound and stuff like that. And I don't have time to do it. I just have no time to do anything like that. So I think it's time to take a look at a game at 2 Point Campus that really, yeah, we got some entertainment value out of it, but at this point, I think it's run its course. We'll probably do one final last hurrah send-off stream tonight, and then it'll be out of the rotation, okay? So if you enjoyed it, if you had a good time with this playthrough up to now, come on by tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time for the final send-off, okay? Okay. Tomorrow, new release. That's right, the second new release of the week. This one is Destroy All Humans Reprobed. I've already purchased and installed it on my Xbox Series X this morning, okay? This is the modern remake of Destroy All Humans 2. All right, again, that was very popular back in the day on the PlayStation era of consoles. I never played the original Destroy All Humans games. I did play the remake of Part 1 2 years ago, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. You guys enjoyed the playthrough as well. So I see no reason not to play the sequel. Now, the sequel, interestingly enough, is not only Destroy All Humans 2, but it has another thing in it called Destroy All Humans Clone Carnage. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's its own standalone game. I don't know if that's some kind of expansion spin-off of the first game, but it was included with the purchase of Destroy All Humans 2, okay? So I have it. I didn't install it yet. I know we're going to want to play Destroy All Humans 2 first, but if you guys, want to look into that and say, hey, yeah, something interesting and fun, maybe I'll consider doing that too. I don't know what it is, all right? So this starts tomorrow on the main gameplay stream. If it's anything like the last game, it'll probably take a decent amount of streams to beat. The first one had a lot of content, and I'm sure this one refines on that formula and probably adds more stuff to do, all right? So that should be pretty fun. And tomorrow night, we have the continuation of Midnight Fight Express, the indie game made by one person. Fun combat, great graphics, cool unlockable abilities, all right? Smooth animations, amazing music, great variety of enemies. So far, so good. I'm really liking Midnight Fight Express, and I literally cannot wait for more tomorrow.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Stuart Gascoigne, for the super chat. It says, wonder how many people lost work when he wrote off $500,000 in debt to multiple companies. Let's rewind that claim back a wee bit. He had $130,000 of credit card debt wiped off from his bankruptcy. That's not $500,000. That's not $500,000. That's not $500,000. In total, he claimed he had things, that he owed $500,000 to, and that included his mortgage, which he cannot get away without paying. The bankruptcy detailed almost about $500,000 of things in total he's paying for, which he's still on a hook to pay for. Things like his mortgage, for example. The things that he did get cleared, that didn't have to fucking pay, is $130,000 worth across 13 credit cards or something like that. 11 credit cards, 12 credit cards, 40. I can't mind how many credit cards it was at this fucking rate, but it was about $130,000 of debt. He just got Thanos snapped into fucking oblivion. He didn't have to fucking worry about paying that shit, and all it cost him was having his credit card's fucking score obliterated, so he can't get fucking loans or whatever shit. It was 14 credit cards. Thank you, Black Mage. But yeah, so it wasn't $500,000 in debt he got wrote off. Let's just nip that in the bud right now. It was $130,000 from the credit card stuff that got wiped out instead. Whether anyone lost any jobs for it or whatever, who knows? It's possible. It's possible somebody got their arse fired for that. Who knows? But we'll never fucking know. I never really thought about that, actually, the kind of repercussions of whoever was responsible for giving Phil his credit card, and especially the ones that had the most fucking debt accrued to it, and they weren't able to reclaim that shit. The fucking thing just got wiped off. So, like, as the person that fucking gave him the most kind of priciest credit card, liable at their end to get that arse kicked by the boss. So I don't know. It's one of those things I never actually thought about too much about, but yeah, it's quite possible that people that actually work for these credit card companies, they couldn't claim the money back from Phil. He got away with a bankruptcy, so the money just vanishes. They don't get the fucking money back after all. So it's one of those things I never actually thought more about as to what happens to the credit card companies after a bankruptcy is declared. Yeah, I really should fucking look into that more, especially since I work for a bank. I really should know these things better. Although it's not something I take care of usually. That's kind of out of my kind of area of expertise, specifically, yeah. And Bradley Marchand said it's the bank's fault. They literally send you credit cards in the mail. Yeah, I would agree with that. They're quite aggressive with their marketing, sometimes just literally sending you through your door credit cards that you can use. Yeah, it's quite an aggressive practice to have. But, yeah, it's an interesting thing to think about. Thank you very much, Stuart Gascoigne, for the super chat. But it was not $500,000. Let's just make that perfectly clear. It wasn't $500,000. It was more like 130,000 or something. But still quite a lot, of course. A lot of fucking money.
Okay? And then Wednesday, my final streaming day of the week, or actually my final consecutive streaming day of the week, we could either return to Saints Row 1, or we could do Destroy All Humans 2 again. I guess the question is, what do you guys want? I guess we'll make that judgment either based off tomorrow's stream, or we do a poll overnight from Tuesday into Wednesday to determine what you guys want on the main stream. Because basically, whatever I play on the main stream Wednesday will, be fun, and then what I don't play will then be the main stream on Friday when I come back from my break. Okay? So there you go. So one of those games, either Destroy All Humans 2 or Saints Row on the main stream Wednesday. And then Wednesday night, my weekly multiversus session, I will be playing online play as usual, and hopefully you guys will join me for that. Sadly, only one stream of that this week. It's the only time I've had for it. So Thursday's my day off this week. When I come back on Friday, as I said, it'll be one of the games that I didn't play from Wednesday, either Saints Row or Destroy All Humans 2. And then Friday night will be Friday Night Fights. My usual late night fighting game stream that I do every Friday is returning to its regularly scheduled day this week. All right, and then Saturday is the big marathon event. Ladies and gentlemen, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection releases this Tuesday, but I'm doing a fun marathon pizza party event to celebrate on Saturday. I'm calling it the Cowabunga Pizza Party, all right? So what it's going to entail is, first of all, a segment where I kind of go through the history of Ninja Turtles and how I had interaction with them. As a kid growing up, how did I first get exposed to them? And what was my relation to them? How did I just watch the cartoon, or did I read the comics, or did I have action figures or whatever? And then we're going to go through the history of their content, because, man, they spanned all media. Started off just with comics, then went into the cartoons, then toys, then like books, and then movies and music and everything. They were literally all over the place. So I would like to kind of go through my history with the Ninja Turtles as a segment on Saturday's Marathon, and then we're going to jump into this Cowabunga Collection, which is a big variety of Ninja Turtles games. The original platformer on the NES that sucks. The 2 arcade...
Yay, we have a bingo. He said variety, but fucking time he said that shit. And good news, guys, we're only about like 6 minutes behind live Phil, so we'll hopefully catch up in no time. That's a bingo right there. How you doing, Lord Snark, Jumping Slayer? Hope you're doing well.
Games that were absolutely amazingly outstanding. The first arcade game is the game that got me to start going to video arcades to begin with. Then the home ports of those games, and then sequels that were made exclusively for the consoles at home.
Prophet says that the Cowabunga collection for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles might not release on Tuesday. It was never set in stone and is a tentative release date. I guess that won't affect Phil too much because he's not playing it straight away. He's waiting until like the weekend. So as long as he gets it by then that's all I care about, essentially. But if it's delayed by longer in a week, that might screw up Phil's grand plans. That'll be some interesting salt.
Then the fighting games, which is really neat. They actually made competitive fighting games out of Ninja Turtles. A lot of people don't remember them because they were never really tournament worthy. They never really had arcade machines or anything like that. So no one really played them that competitively. But man, they were fun to play to rent and play against your friends and everything. It was pretty neat. So that's going to be Saturday, and for the first time ever during that event, I'm going to order pizza live. We're going to have a feasting pizza party where I'm eating pizza all day long while we play the Ninja Turtles games. It should be a really good time. I haven't had pizza in a while now, so it'll be pretty exciting to have a fresh pizza here. And I urge you guys, if you're going to tune into the marathon event as well, chill with me and just lean back, get some food, whether it's pizza or not. Have a relaxing day with the Ninja Turtles this coming Saturday. It should be pretty neat, something very different. Okay. Outside of that, then we go back to the normal gameplay on Sunday. When is my next day off? I can't confirm that yet. I don't know. With my wife's schedule the way it is, every week is a little different. So next week it could be Thursday. I don't know. It could be Friday. It could be Wednesday. I don't freaking know. We'll find out when we get there. All right. Right now I have no clue. So, okay. So that's the schedule for the week. All right. I hope that sounds good. Continuing on with Pac-Man and finishing it up. Destroy All Humans 2. More chill fun on the late streams. More Saints Row. Ninja Turtle Pizza Party. It's good stuff coming up, right? Even though there's no hot major new releases right now. Now, the only other thing that I will say is this. The Last of Us 1 remake comes out on Friday. I'm aware of that. As I've told you guys many, many times. For me, I do not see $70 of value with this game. I just don't. It's literally the same game, the same plot line, the same voice acting, the same mocap, and 98% identical gameplay from the original That Last of Us 1 game. Though two major differences. There's a graphical overhaul, and I'll be honest with you. When I look at the graphics side to side, they say, okay, here's one, here's the other. Don't you see the difference? I say, yeah, I see the difference, but I couldn't even tell you which one's better. Seriously, I mean that. If you look at The Last of Us 1 remake, The Last of Us 1 remastered on PS4, and you put it side by side with supposedly the newly overhauled graphics on PS5, I sit there staring at them, and I'm like, I don't even know which is which. They both look fine to me. It's a point where now, like, these new remakes or remasters are just, it's semantics. It's like, does it matter if the character's face was remodeled, it looks slightly different? It doesn't mean it's better, it just looks different. Who cares? It's the same fucking game. And that's what it becomes to me. Like, I stare at them like, they look the same to me. I don't really care. So, what it really comes down to is if you never played The Last of Us 1 before, there's probably some value there because now you can play it on your more modern console, the PS5, with better graphics, right? Or if you were never able to play The Last of Us 1 before because you needed these new accessibility features and now this game has them, now that could be worth the purchase price. Finally, you can play a game that was by most considered game of the year in 2013 and you can enjoy it like everyone else when you weren't able to up to now. This actual version of the game actually has even more accessibility features than Last of Us 2 did. They've got a new feature, get this. And of course, it's not an Xbox controller, it's a PlayStation controller, but mine's over there. If you're deaf, okay, and you've never been able to enjoy voice dialogue in a game before because you're deaf, you just have to read the subtitles, right? In this version, Last of Us 1 remake, the controller will have a unique vibration feature featuring that, I guess what they call the haptic feedback or dual sense or whatever, it's using them, it's going to vibrate with the person's voice. So essentially, the controller will become a tuning fork of sorts. And if you are deaf, you should feel the voice of the characters coming through the controller so you can understand what the person sounds like. Now, I don't know how that's going to work or how realistic that will be. It is a brand new feature I have never heard of. But then again, I never heard of sonar in a AAA video game. I saw it work firsthand in The Last of Us 2 for people who were blind, and I was fucking blown away. My jaw dropped and hit the floor that this was implemented in that game. So it very well could be another situation where there's going to be more groundbreaking accessibility features that then the rest of the industry can look at and use as a guideline of what they could do to make their games more accessible to people moving forward. And if that's the case, great, I'm all for it. But admittedly, the vast majority of players out there don't need these very specific accessibility features, okay? They might use them regardless. I've actually heard that some people actually enjoy having these extra features, that these features allow them to experience the game in a different way, or allow them to maybe get through the game a little bit more easily when they weren't looking for that level of challenge that the game presents. So it may not only be people who absolutely need these as a necessity that are enjoying these features, others might as well, all right? But I look at Last of Us 1 Remake from my perspective, okay? I played it on PS3, absolutely loved it. Best graphics of the time, best in class, amazing story, great gameplay elements, game of the year. Hands down, best game I played in that year. It blew me away so much, and that was a crazy good year for games, and that one just took the cake, okay? Then I played the remaster on PS4 essentially a year later. I'll be honest with you, it wasn't that big of a deal. The real major improvement was the frame rate. The frame rate went from kind of a 25 to 30 frames per second in the original game to 60 frames per second on the PS4. So if anything, seeing your game of the year, right, now in a silky smooth 60 frames was kind of nice. It actually made it a little bit easier because you could do things a little bit more quickly, react a little bit more fast to things that were going on in the game.
Okay, first things first, I said react, so that's another kind of thing to tick off. That's cool. So it went from 25 frames to 60 frames, and he didn't think it was a waste of money, even though it's the same game. He had absolutely zero issues at a time of spending another full price amount of money on a 60 frame per second game when it was 25, 30 frames before. And I'm kind of confused why it wasn't a waste of money then, but it is now. Why was it not a waste of money when he played the fucking second version of a shit, but it is a waste of money the third time round? Is it because the second time was 60 frames a second, which he can get completely behind and think is worthwhile, but he doesn't really think that the accessibility features are as much of a useful thing overall, because only a small handful of people will benefit from that more than others? I'm trying to understand why it wasn't a waste of money a second time round, but it was a waste of money this time round. I'm just trying to get my head around this concept from Phil. I need to rewind this. Give me a second to rewind this shit, man. I need to fucking get my head around this. 2 seconds.
Okay. Then I played the remaster on PS4 essentially a year later. I'll be honest with you, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Stillran says, I think the remaster came with PS4 for quite some time. Oh, so it didn't cost him any money. Because it cost him no money, he can't fucking have a justifiable say, he can't have a say in whether it was worth the fucking money or not if it didn't cost him anything. If he spent no fucking money in the game, he cannot actually say if it's worth money or not. That is using his own logic. That's not just me being fucking pedantic or anything. Phil has claimed so many fucking times in the past that if somebody has not invested their own fucking money into a game, they cannot give a legitimate fair review because they cannot value whether that game was worth their financial investment or not. As Phil's been claimed that for so many years now.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Pam Solo, for the super chat. It says, I just got a shout out on Phil's chat. Oh, do you mean Kirby Souls? I seen Kirby Souls said something in the chat and it popped up on our screen here as well. Because I'm on Phil's chat, it came up orange on Phil's chat for me. So people could fucking see. Kirby Souls has been a cheeky wee bastard. He should not. Let's not directly influence the pig in fucking bingo stuff. Let's not touch the poop that kind of way. Let's just make it happen naturally. But thank you very much, Pam Solo, for the super chat. Much appreciated. But yeah, we saw what Kirby Souls did. We saw what he did, and he knows what he did. He's proud of it. Look, he's fucking proud of himself, the wee bastard. He's fucking proud of himself. The funny thing is, nobody seemed to fucking care in his chat. I'm pretty sure most of his chat don't have a fucking clue who I am. No, okay, whatever. I got a shock. I got a fucking shock. Never mind, you got a fucking shock. I fucking felt seeing my name pop up in his dumbass chats. What the fuck? But yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, I'm still under the radar of most DSP fanboys and DSP himself, and I'm happy to keep it that way. So let's long may that continue, in my opinion.
The real major improvement was the frame rate. The frame rate went from kind of a 25 to 30 frames per second in the original game to 60 frames per second on the PS4. So if anything, seeing your game of the year, right, now in a silky smooth 60 frames was kind of nice. It actually made it a little bit easier because you could do things a little bit more quickly, react a little bit more fast to things that were going on in the game. Although admittedly, when I replayed it, I remember when I replayed it on my PS4, some people were giving me a hard time, like, oh, you played it way too quick, like, you just played this a year ago. We weren't really dying to see it again. But I actually remember when it came out, there wasn't much else going on, so it was kind of like a filler kind of a deal. If I remember, I just moved out here in 2014, so it was like late summer 2014 when it had come out, and I was like, oh, I'll just do this as something to do, and everyone was like, yeah, you just played it. But I was like, yeah, but I really need something to do. It's late summer, you know, I'm kind of settling into my new place. It's a nice project to do. So now here we are, 8 years later, okay? Do I really feel like I don't remember the plot of Last of Us 1 or the gameplay elements? No, in fact, since I played the game twice, back to back within kind of a year, I very much remember most of the game totally. Like, I almost remember every segment in order. You know, I remember the intro segment where Joel loses his daughter. I remember the modern day segment where Joel gets wrapped up in transporting Ellie, even though it wasn't his real job to do so. He was supposed to get her from point A to point B. Next thing you know, he kind of becomes her guardian when all hell breaks loose. I remember when his companion basically passes away early on in the game. And then I remember them going out and trying to find the Fireflies. They're doing all this research. They end up at various different places in the game. Like, for example, they end up at a university at one point. That's been overrun. They end up in a town run by this recluse guy. I think his name was Bob. Right? He's like a recluse guy in town. And he basically maintains that the town is safe by putting traps and things down to catch them. And he helps them at one point. Then I remember they end up at the dam where they run into Joel's brother, who's one of the people, the higher ups at the dam. And basically they learn how that whole deal works, and then they try to defend that against invaders and stuff, and then Ellie ends up running away, and then ends up going after Ellie, but Ellie gets kidnapped by the cultist guy, whose name eludes me, played by Nolan North, and so she gets kidnapped by the cultist guy, and then it's up to Joel to save her. There's a whole segment where he goes to save her, and then he does save her, but then again, more stuff happens. She ends up getting kidnapped by the Fireflies. They find out that the Fireflies aren't so good, that at the end of the game, the Fireflies really want to kill Ellie because she's immune to the virus, and they want to use her as a guinea pig to save the human civilization, and Joel says, oh, I don't want that to happen, because I'm basically now like a father figure to her. She's my surrogate daughter, and it's you know, it's not a situation of what's the lesser of two evils, the situation of what's just best for him in his head, and he makes this choice, and he ends up attacking, killing Fireflies to break her out. Like, I could literally, I'm telling you the whole plot of the game. That's what I mean. And the thing is, I haven't watched anyone play it or nothing. I just played it twice, so I remember the plot of the whole fucking game. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's crazy that I could just go through it like that off the top of my head. I didn't do any research. I didn't refresh my memory on the game. I played it twice. I remember the whole game. Do I really need to play it again? You know what I mean? Probably not. So for me, the only way that I would play the game again is if someone fully donated it. All right, and just so you guys know, it would not be the major focus. I'd be balancing that with the other games I'm already playing. Likely I would try to finish one game. So if I'm playing Saints Row and Destroy All Humans 2, and now I'm trying to finish up Pac-Man Repack, once I finish one of those, then maybe I would put Last of Us 1 into the running. But that's the only way I'm going to play it. All right, I'm not going to waste my time dropping $70 just because a few people who are Naughty Dog fanboys won't stop hyping and overhyping the game on the internet. It's the same fucking game. They didn't change shit. Besides,
this feels quite angry and toxic just all of a sudden towards his own chat. I'm tempted to mark this down as a mocking chat. He's not really mocking chat right now, but it feels like he's on the borderline doing it, you know. This is a really strange toxic rant out of nowhere.
the graphics and the accessibility. Deal with it. Stop lying and stop. People are just so bullshit about this. Oh, just give them more money, more money. You're out of your minds. All right? Stop it. Just use rational thought. If you reward a company like this with a $70 payday, essentially, and you're not going to use the new features and the graphics aren't a big deal, you're literally just lining their pockets with money for nothing.
Then why the fuck should you get the fucking game? You just basically told your own fucking chat that you don't need the fucking game, and they'd be fucking stupid to give you the game to play. Because you're not going to fucking play with those features either, Phil. You don't need those fucking features. I said this the other day, you might as well fucking get some sort of content creator out there that actually fucking needs these fucking features to see how well they can utilise them. I don't even know how many other fucking thing exists. I don't fucking actually look for disabled, YouTube players that fucking try their best to get through games, also with the kind of ailment they've got to try and get through, to try and enjoy it as best as they can. But I'd rather see fucking somebody that needs the features, use them, rather than this fucking idiot get stumbling, bumble his way through a goddamn game, getting his hand held as usual through a game the third time around. I'm taking mocking chat, yeah. Propus pointed out, he is mocking his chat, guilting him into donating the game, while Phil plays every Skyrim release and Fallout 10 fucking times. I fucking agree. We're taking mock chat. That's another fucking bingo.
Keep abusing you if you allow them to. But the people are just so up their own asses with the fanboyism over Naughty Dog and Last of Us now, ever since Last of Us 2. It's sad, And You know, it is what it is. I know what's going to happen is on Friday, literally all of social media for gaming will be about this game, and I'm just going to have to kind of tune out because I don't care. You know, I just don't. What I will be interested in is the new accessibility features. I'm actually interested to hear about those. But outside of that, I just couldn't give two shits about this game. It's the same fucking game a third time. Okay. So, guys, guess what? That's what I got. I told you I didn't have much for this podcast. So let's do a couple shout outs, and then I'm going to open it up and we're going to have a conversation for the rest of the pre-stream, okay? So, Europe Gaming gifted a membership, and it was actually claimed by Reginald Antiel. Congratulations, Reginald. Thank you, Europe Gaming, for your support of the channel. I appreciate that. And then Romance, the word unique, did a super chat and said the word unique. I don't know what the hell that means, really. Romance, the word unique. There you go. I'm just going to do that. Thank you for super chat. And that's all we got. That's it. It's all the contributions so far today. So, ladies and gentlemen, what would you like to talk about? Expand Dong says you usually riff on games that are too challenging. In your older years, you want to chill out. What's the difficulty sweet spot with something like Pac-Man? You say it's too easy. You know, for me, it's like, for a game to actually be fun. Okay. All right. This is a good question, actually, I feel. So, games fall into different genres and different categories. The way I see it, there's games that could be more core video game mechanics from the classic days. Meaning, you're looking for a game that has addictive and fun gameplay to the point where you want to keep playing it and see it to the end, right? And that's solely based on the gameplay itself. That's how video games used to be. Some games didn't even used to have an end, but you get so addicted to the gameplay that's fun and interesting that you want to keep playing it no matter what. Okay? Then there's games that are a combination of gameplay and maybe outstanding presentation and graphics, right? A game that, wow, it blows me away with visuals, and then it has some engaging gameplay as well. That makes me want to see it to the end. So there's just gameplay, then there's a combination of gameplay and graphics. And then the third category for me would be narrative. Games where the story is so good that it doesn't even matter what the gameplay elements are, you're hooked on the story and you want to see that game come to an end, you see? Those are kind of where I come from. So I would say, for example, addictive gameplay would be a game like Call of Duty, Street Fighter, or classic arcade-style games where there's no real story to speak of. You're just there to play the game and get hooked, and maybe even do competitive nature or, you know, beat challenges. I would even go as far to say a game like Dark Souls and stuff like that would be that kind of a game, gameplay-based. Because in Dark Souls, it really is that challenging level of gameplay you get hooked on, and that's why you want to keep going. Overcome the next challenge that's around the corner, right? I would say more modern days, all right? More modern days games would fall into the category that's a combination of gameplay and graphics, all right? Where, yes, you could have really addicting gameplay, but let's be honest, if your game doesn't have great graphics as well or doesn't have modern features that people are looking for, people will tend to crap on your game, right? And you need to have kind of both. Now, there's some exceptions. For example, if you look at indie games, they can usually get away with having pixel art or having that retro vibe, and then they can fall into that first category of addicting gameplay, right? But for the most part, a modern game needs to kind of have the best of both worlds. It needs to have good gameplay plus good graphics, right? The third category, which is just story, well, this is for narrative-based games. You can say the Telltale games. You can say other games like, you know, games from Quantic Dream, the game that we just played recently. The Quarry falls into the horror games like The Quarry, or the Dark Pictures Anthology fall into that, where it's not necessarily about the gameplay itself, it's about this ongoing narrative, and maybe choices you make changing the narrative to making it kind of your own story that also makes a game very exciting or interesting, you see? So these are all very valid gameplay experiences in the modern day. Now, Expand Dom's question is, well, what's the sweet spot for you? Because you're getting older, and you're saying basically that you're looking for a certain thing, but it's funny because some games you say are too hard, and other games you say are too easy. So here you go. In 2 Point Campus, all right, at first it was fun because we were doing the sim university, but there was time to sit back and relax and enjoy and take in the sights of what was going on at said university. There was ample opportunity for me to talk with you guys in the chat and have fun conversation about what was going on at the university and other stuff as well. Comment, you know, and then what happens is the game became so attention demanding, so complicated that I can't have fun with it anymore in that way. And that's really how I was enjoying it. No, I wasn't. I'll be honest. I wasn't enjoying it for the whole micromanagement concept. I didn't get any kind of pride in knowing I was running a university. I had all these insanely complex things going on. The students going to class, getting lectured, but also in the lab, then getting private tutoring, the teachers being happy with their jobs and also getting trained to be more intelligent and learning new things, having their own room, to have their own recreation, the students having their own recreation and their parties, along with food, and also having cleanliness with the bathrooms and the showers and the things like that. Oh, well, they need something else to do. Give them clubs, give them extracurriculars, give them little kiosks on the outside with ramen and hot dogs and things to eat. And then there's visitors coming to the campus constantly. But then you have to make sure that natural disasters and invaders aren't totally destroying your university. So you have to hire janitors to come in, and then you have to have people entertaining. So you have to hire the assistants to come in and entertain the people. So, you see my point? It comes to the point it's so complex, you don't even have time to breathe. That's not fun to me. And there's tons of games out there like that. I don't like them. Just being honest. A game that gets so complex, it's like you're fucking running your own job. If I wanted to run my own university, I would do it and make money doing it. I would, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would actually open my own university and I would do it as a job. I wouldn't play.
Bill in charge of other people's education. What in the fuck could that fucking be like? Jesus Christ. That fucking rant. I can sum that rant up with one little soundboard thing.
For the next 20 minutes, I'm going to be talking and saying absolutely nothing.
A game that makes me do the work of a person running a business. That's ridiculous. So there you go. Now, the flip side of that might be a game called Pac-Man World Repack. In this case, the game is charming. The game has some cool things in it, little puzzles. You know, the stages themed differently. The music is actually relaxing and cool. The graphics aren't half bad. But when there's no risk, it kind of takes away that part of the factor as well. One of the things about video games that can be very entertaining is that there was a risk involved that you would fail, but you overcame that risk and you persevered, so you can feel like you beat a challenge. I don't feel like I'm overcoming challenges playing Pac-Man World. I don't. I'm three worlds in. I have 30-something lives. I could literally get stuck on something for 20 minutes and I'll still have extra lives, you see? So that's really where it's kind of the flip side. When a game has you know, not enough difficulty, then it becomes ultra chill, which is fine, but then you could kind of lose some value, especially if you're turboing through the game. So what's the sweet spot? I don't know, because it's really different depending on the genre of game you're talking about too. Like, I honestly do wish Pac-Man World Repack was more challenging. I wish that it was more on par with other contemporary platformers of its time. You can tell the game was definitely made for either a younger audience or an audience that was not looking for much challenge in a game, but maybe an audience that either had a nostalgic feeling for Pac-Man and wanted to see him get taken into the modern era, or more than likely, while everyone else was playing more challenging platformers, parents were maybe looking for an easier 3D platforming game for their kids, and this was absolutely a way to do that, you see? So that's probably what it is, all right? And there you go. So the thing is, I really feel it's subjective. I don't have some kind of a set criteria.
You just said the thing is. I feel that's the same as here's the thing. Is that clutching at straws? The thing is, and here's the thing. Same or different? If everyone agrees it's the same, I'll take it. If people think it's too different, I won't take it. They're two different quotes. Snood says no, but it's not the same. Bill Brasky says the same, it's not the same. Quite a few people are saying the same, but there's others that are saying it's too different, so okay, I'm not going to do it. Okay, we'll wait for it to happen.
Criteria where I'm going to say, oh, for a game to be perfect for me, it has to have this level of challenge, and this not, you know, it's all going to be different depending on the style of game. But there's definitely situations where a game can be too easy, a game can be too challenging, and then it kind of takes away that fun factor for me. And the funny thing is, there have been games that have been very challenging that I've enjoyed. Take a look at Elden Ring or any of the FromSoft games. Yeah, those are really challenging. But once you take the time to learn and master the system, and then you overcome those challenges, you feel, oh, you know, accomplishment. And that's actually part of the gaming experience that feels really good, right? Okay. Okay. Christian says, today's the 20th anniversary of Mafia 1 and has been revealed a new Mafia game is now in the works. Do you think it'll be a reboot? That's a good question. I mean, who knows? You don't know. Mafia 3 was meant to be a way that they were going to take Mafia into the modern era and was supposed to be almost like a series modernization reboot, and it flopped. And it flopped because they had a lot of very bad design choices in the game. It wasn't necessarily story or the core gameplay elements. It was various design choices. Design choice number one was having the game be padded so badly. And what I mean by that is if you look at Mafia 3 and you just look at the main story, it's about 20 hours long. And it's a really good 20 hours. I would say the story of Mafia 3 is quite good. The problem is to beat Mafia 3, you have to play it for between 40 to 60 hours because the game forces you to do repetitive grinding side missions to unlock the main story. So, oh, I just want to have a good streamlined game experience. You can't. You literally have to waste tons of your time doing grinding nonsense. And it was a modern game. This isn't like, oh, you know, PS1, PS2 era, and this is a way to get more value for your dollar out of the game. This was just stupid, honestly. It was just really stupid. So, terrible design choice. And then on top of that, the game was completely unpolished. It was absolutely full of bugs at launch. I had situations where main characters were cloned, and there was two of them on the screen at once talking over each other. You know, ridiculous game bugs and glitches. It was a bad experience all around when the game first came out. So definitely, kind of a misstep. And so Mafia has not been around in a very long time. I'm happy to hear that they're trying to bring it back. I thought that the franchise, Mafia 1 and 2 were great, honestly. Mafia 2 is like the sweet spot because it's short but sweet. Every moment you're playing Mafia 2, it's good gameplay, it's meaningful story, it's interesting stuff going on, and it never like overstays its welcome, and it never wastes your time. Admittedly, people criticized it and said it was too short. Fine, but did you enjoy every moment you played it? Because if the answer is yes, then it doesn't really matter how long the game was, right? And that's my mentality. I think a lot of people these days are just looking for games that are insanely long. That's not me. I'm just looking for games that's good rather than long, you see?
Hold the fuck up. We just complained earlier on that Pac-Man's only going to be 2 streams long. He literally was complaining in this very stream that Pac-Man's probably completed in 2 streams and he spent $30 playing a game that he can complete in like maybe 6 hours. All of a sudden the game's not... All of a sudden he's fucking clowning on people for moaning about games not being long enough. And yet he was bitching and whining earlier on about Pac-Man not being long enough for him so he could fucking monetize it more than he had done because he's only going to get 2 streams out of it probably. Pac-Man is not meaningful, says Train. Yeah, good point. Yeah, we've had no scat talk yet. Tommy, no scat talk yet. And Xenoblade Chronicles is definitely too long according to Phil. Phil doesn't want to play... Phil, in his own words, doesn't want to play an 140-hour game. He has no time for it. Stuart Gascoigne says his talk is nothing but scat talk. Yeah. It's debatable, but it's hard to disagree.
So, I'm excited. If there is a new Mafia coming out, great. If they're remastering Mafia 1, I'll be a little honest here. Not remaster, but maybe remake. It definitely makes me feel kind of like that would be a cop-out, and here's why. They already did it. A couple years ago, they came out with Mafia 1 again, right? I played it. So I don't think that they should be doing that again or trying to reboot. I think that they should make a fresh new game with a new plot and new everything. Not, oh, we're going to rehash the first game again. I don't think they should do that. So, okay. 672, yes, I heard about Amazon potentially buying out EA Sports. But it's just it's a rumor, it's a potential. We don't know what's going to happen with it. There's no reason to speculate or comment on something that's a rumor. And we also don't know what would happen with that, you know? So this is just one of those gaming news stories that everyone reported on 2 days ago and nothing happened, so no one has an update. I don't see a reason to bother talking about shit like that when it's all speculation, so.
Hold the fuck on. He was very happy to fucking speculate about Kiwi Farms. He was very happy to speculate about the tractors and trolls coming after him and try to fucking claim there's some sort of civil war between the old guard and the new guard and the Scotch guard and whatever the fuck else kind of guard there is. He was fucking happy to speculate in that. Nothing concrete, nothing proven, but just Phil got one email that apparently is conclusive evidence for him to fucking talk about it openly on stream. Yeah, he's happy to speculate about that kind of fucking nonsense garbage. He's always happy to fucking speculate randomly when it's fucking to his benefit. But so apparently now, well, this fucking news story is like, it's not worth fucking speculating about. Nothing concrete is known.
Jeremy says, I would like to see them remake the Godfather game. It was GTA with Godfather theme. You remember? The problem with the Godfather game was, I feel like it maybe came a little too early. What I mean by that is, it tried to do a lot and couldn't really handle it. I remember the graphics were very, very sluggish, to say the least. I remember the frame rate tanking a ton trying to play the game, and kind of like crashing. I think the game crashed a couple times when I was playing it, right? It just seems to me like they really did try to reach on what they could do. And also, let's be honest, the Godfather movie focuses on the mafia and its inner workings and how the relationships between people who are involved in a mafia family. The game has like, oh, here's a fucking strip club with naked women dancing and shit. And it's like, you can tell what they were doing. They were trying to cater directly to the GTA crowd and even push that even further by going more risque. Wasn't there a scene with a dead woman? There's blood and gore like everywhere on the screen, if I remember correctly. So, that's what I mean. Like, if they could make a game that was more focused on the mafia inner workings, how they work together, how the different family members are running these different boroughs of the city and stuff, and actually maintaining that kind of a level of crime and success, I think that would be fascinating. If they could take out the dumb shit that they tried to add into that version of the game, to try to be like GTA or even GTA plus, even more risque, I think it would actually be a better game. That's my take on it, though. So. Expand Dongs, I heard you mention the possibility of Nintendo Direct. You might not be keeping track historically. There's always a media Nintendo Direct in September that covers holiday in early 2023. You're right. I don't keep track of that. So hopefully there will be a good Nintendo Direct. Okay. Paul Cross, instead of Earthbound, you play a narrative game you've never played before, like AI or Disco Elysium. From what I understand, AI, the Somnium Files, is very similar to Danganronpa, only in style. All right, and I mean, it's a narrative-based game. It's a lot of text, it's a lot of dialogue, and then trying to get to the bottom of a mystery. Okay, it's not like the whole style of over-the-top anime-ish teen characters and shit like Danganronpa is. It's a different plot, basically. I've heard multiple people praise it. A lot of people have played this game and said it's really good. And I should give it a go someday. All right, I'll be honest, I don't think now's the time, being that it's likely going to be a very lengthy game. I don't think there would be enough time to really give it enough time before new releases start hitting. So I'm going to say no to AI. As for this Disco Elysium, over the years, a lot of people have recommended it to me. I still don't really understand what it is. Some people have explained that. I keep forgetting what it is. But a lot of people have said it's something very unique and something interesting that I probably like because it is a standalone game experience. It's not like other games. I don't know how lengthy is it. What style of game is it? Those are questions that I would have. There you go. I'm not going to play Final Fantasy VIII Remaster over Earthbound. If I were to play another lengthy RPG for the rest of the summer into the fall, it would be Earthbound. So, unlike Danganronpa, AI has more voice acting and is more serious in tone. I've heard that. I've heard it's like, again, it's not over-the-top teen, cartoony shit. It's actually like serious kind of murder mystery style stuff. That's what I've heard. Grant says, do I feel the pendulum will ever swing back to games becoming more controversial and potentially offensive? Or is everything being safe here to stay, maybe going further in that direction? What I can tell you is this, first of all, everyone knows that in human culture, things swing back and forth all the time. Give it another 10, 15 years, things change. And they go back and forth and back and forth. It's pretty crazy because when I was growing up in the 80s, things were very conservative. And then all of a sudden in the 90s, everything got extreme. Everything had to be over-the-top violence, over-the-top sexualized, over-the-top everything. Then all of a sudden, it went back the other way again. And now it's kind of like less sex, less violence, more be sensitive again, right? Is there gonna be a time when human culture again will flip to the other side and say we want to be more extreme and more risque again? Maybe. When I started on YouTube, this was a time when anything went, seriously. Some of the biggest people on YouTube were absolutely ridiculous with the things that they were saying and doing. Things like the Howard Stern show were...
Okay, I'm going to just mark this off right now as YouTuber jealousy because he's about to fucking be very jealous. I'm pretty certain. I'm just getting fucking way ahead of it here. But you're talking about back in the day, people could just fucking say and do anything they wanted. And some people got a lot of money for it. I'm calling it now.
Doing entire segments, a guy pretending to be a Nazi, and things like that. It was crazy. The stuff that was happening in culture. And now today we look back at it like, damn. It was literally like no holds barred. No one was offended by anything. Anyone could say, do whatever. It was like completely free speech and everything, right? And now you look at the modern day and what's online and everything, you're like, damn, you want to talk about a complete flipping attitude. And in fact, what's actually happened is, even major, long-standing content creators, like I think recently Markiplier I saw, made a video that's like the try not to get age restricted on YouTube challenge, where literally he tries different things with videos he's putting out to see if YouTube will age restrict it and make it so he can't make money on the video, and come to find out it's incredibly hard for him to put out anything that YouTube won't age restrict. Okay, so that's what I mean. Like, things change now. My style of content today, very different from what I used to do, because what I used to do is I was not interactive, I was not a live streamer. I was just a guy having a camera pointed at a television, pressing record and trying to entertain. And sometimes the game itself would do that. Sometimes I had to do that. And again, at a time when everything was allowed, it was almost a contest of saying, how ridiculously kind of over the top can I be, right? Like, for example, Call of Duty just said in the chat, today a series like Duke Nukem couldn't even exist anymore. You're right. When I started on YouTube, I was trying to be the Duke Nukem of YouTube. Really, look at my commentary back then, right? Over the top. Sexualized things I'm saying in comments, ultra violence, gore, swearing like a sailor, every other word out of my mouth is the F word, right? That was what was popular back then. Really. That was, you know. And you're absolutely right. Today, what I do is I talk with you guys. I have a chill podcast every day. We play games, we interact, we have fun during said games. It's a totally different formula, and it's absolutely a different content style. People who only saw videos from 12 years ago of me to then watch a video of today would be shocked. They'd be like, this is the same fucking guy? Right? They'd be like, what is this? So I hear you. It is what it is. Times change. Now, would I ever find myself swinging back that way? Well, there's a few factors to consider. First of all, I'm older now. You know, 14 years ago when I started on YouTube, I was in my late 20s. I was at a time in my life that was kind of very tumultuous. I was coming out of being a competitive Street Fighter player. I wasn't really interested in doing that much or at all anymore. I was looking for an outlet to be creative, and I was looking for something fun to do that others were interested in as well. And I never really was taking anything that I did online seriously up to that point. Even to some extent in the Street Fighter community, the trolling and shit that I'd done in there was never meant to be like, oh, this is super serious stuff and anyone should really care about it, right? And so, you know, the stuff I said and did back then was kind of irresponsible. And that's on me, you know, because I wasn't really thinking. I was in my late 20s. I was still very immature. I'll be honest. In the last 14 years, I've matured a ton compared to...
Imagine being in your late fucking 20s and thinking it's perfectly fine to be a racist, toxic, homophobic piece of shit. Like, openly, brazenly. The only difference is, Phil is still a fucking toxic, homophobic, racist piece of shit, but the only difference is, he fucking bottles it up as much as he fucking can, because he knows he is in more fucking trouble for it these days than he did in the fucking past. That's literally the only thing that's stopping him from being true and genuine. The true, genuine DSP is a racist, homophobic piece of toxic shit.
The kind of person I used to be. I used to be irreverent for the sake of being the guy who would be irreverent and then actually be known and noticed for that. Oh my god, what's the new ridiculous thing that Darkside Phil did in his gameplay today? I can't wait to get to the channel and see. You know what I mean? That's one of the running things I had going, you know? How do I top what I did yesterday today with something else stupid that I say? Now, the thing is, I saw it all as innocent fun. I didn't think anyone was getting hurt by what I was doing or whatever. In some cases, that's correct, and in some cases, that's not. Some people did take that stuff personally. Some people did feel like it hurt them because I was basically being irresponsible with the way I acted. Some people got the wrong impression about how you should conduct yourself as a person on the internet because of the way that I behaved, you know? And I can't go back in time and change what I did. All I can say today is I'm a different guy today, and I'm sorry for how I behaved in the past, because I look back now and I cringe how bad it was, right? But that took a lot of time and a lot of maturity and a lot of things changing in my life to really understand, you know, that difference, you see? So today, here's the thing. You might say, oh, well, the reason that...
Yeah, he said, here's the thing. We actually fucking got him saying it properly. Fucking here's the thing. That's a fucking double bingo. Diagonally and vertically. Fucking double bingo, fucking you, Galdi. Hey, Sunspot Galdi, how you doing?
You matured is because you were afraid of getting canceled on the internet. That couldn't be further from the truth. The reason I changed as a content creator is because I was bored. I was absolutely bored. I had done that style of content from 2008 all the way through 2017 to some extent, like late 2016. So 8 years I put out that style of content. Dude, I was so bored of doing that every day. I'd had enough. I was fed up. I was not enjoying my job. Why do you think in 2016 I split my time between doing that style of content and doing edited content on KO Gaming?
Apocalypse.
Because I couldn't stomach doing it 24/7 anymore. I was bored of it. I really was not enjoying doing that content. That was when I was really feeling burnout from being that character over and over constantly. So, when I changed in 2017 to being an interactive streamer and I saw the difference, I saw the overwhelming amount of people coming to my stream to be positive. They came to the streams not only for the game I was playing, but for me. They wanted to relax and chill and have a fun conversation with me. They appreciated that I gave them attention and time, and we actually had back and forth. They loved that. I loved that. It opened my eyes to what content creation could really be on the internet. Instead of me talking to a wall, basically making silly over-the-top comments that someone could snicker and laugh at how ridiculously risque they were, instead, it could actually be something meaningful. Me playing a game. and having fun interaction during said playthrough could actually be something that a person would resonate in their mind forever and say,
why is he not saying engagement?
wow, that was an amazing experience. It convinced maybe someone to check out a game genre that never they tried before because they now see what you could do with it. You see? It was a lot different. Instead of becoming the irreverent jokester who the reason you tune into Dark Side Phil is you watch for a moment, you get a laugh, you tune out. Now people had commitment to my content. Wow, I like this. I want to come back. How many people now come back day after day because they love what's going on here as opposed to the people who just click, watch once, laugh, close, right? So it's very different now. So, all that being said, could things change in the future? Yes, they could. They could very well. The pendulum could swing back to the other side again, and now culture changes again. And now what's old is new, and what's new is old. So if you're more PC friendly and more actually meaningful and interactive with your audience, no one cares about that. They want you being the most risque, over the top, ridiculous person ever. Could I do it? I know I could if I wanted to. Do I want to do it? No. I've changed. I'm not the same person I was 14 years ago. I don't want to be that immature asshole who doesn't really care what he says and does in his content. I don't want to be the guy that only cares about making a buck. It doesn't care who he hurts in the process. Back then, I was ignorant to that fact that the things I said and did had meaning because people believed me. I had clout, and people were like, oh, when Phil says it does something, that means that it's fact, and we believe him. I didn't get that.
Phil Braska's informing me, said no one, so I'm going to mark it off. Thank you very much. That's another bingo. Thank you, Bill Braska, for pointing that out. I appreciate it. We are 4 away from a full house, guys. This is going quite well. But the fact that he hasn't said engagement during all that is kind of weird to me. Like, how the fuck did I miss out the word engagement talking about his content like that?
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Black Mage 606 for super chat. It says delusional is all hell, holy Christ. Yeah, Phil is being fucking. This is an amazing fucking retcon of his own fucking content history. It really is. The fucking copium going on here. Pretending he fucking isn't that same fucking human being. Phil's always been a fucking piece of shit. We're fucking well aware of it. We fucking watched him more closely than most of his fucking fans has. Phil's not aware that we've had fucking people, demented people like me, who's been keeping an eye on this motherfucker since 2016, since 2015, and even beyond that. We've fucking seen what he's done. We've seen what he's turned into. We've seen his fucking personality twist and change. And the fact of the matter is, Phil has just simply gotten worse as a human being. He's just done better at bottling up inside and containing it. It fucking bursts out here and again, especially when he gets on a fucking money high and he doesn't care what he fucking says. When he's on a fucking money high, sometimes he lets slip that fucking mask and you'll see the one true Phil Burnell come out again and be a toxic piece of shit that makes us go, why the fuck did I just say that? Oh my god, why the fuck did I just say that? Those fucking times the mask slips off, he panics for a little bit, he just fucking pretends nothing happened. Fucking idiot. We are 3.5 minutes behind Phil.
I thought people were along in the joke with me and kind of understood that I was just being stupid, but I guess not, because a lot of people over the years had said, oh man, that kind of hurt, or this or that, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm a lot more careful about what I say and do on the internet, and I basically want to be in a situation where I can be happy knowing that the content I'm putting out there has meaning to some. It may even be a small number of people, but at least it's a number of people, and I'm not hurting anyone in the process. As I told you guys, right now, literally, I could drop everything I'm doing today, and I can say, who's wronged me recently? You know what? I really feel like that Review Tech USA guy was really mean to me recently. He really tried to get me involved in a lot of drama that I didn't appreciate. He completely ignored meaningful things I told him about my personal life and tried to make jokes about it on the internet. So what I could do is I could fight fire with fire, and instead of doing any content today, we could do the Let's Roast Review Tech USA stream, where all I do all day in a marathon is watch harmful and hateful derogatory videos about him and his shortcomings and all the things he's fucked up over the years and all the controversies and drama around him, because there's been tons. He has haters just like me. I could do this, and I would guarantee you, I would get record high views on the stream. Probably the highest views I've ever had on a stream on YouTube. I would make monstrous profits. People would come and dump money on my doorstep to do it. Because people love toxicity, they love drama and negativity, and they love seeing people tear down others. So that would be probably the most successful thing I've ever done in my life.
That is an incredibly unhinged fucking rant right there. First of all, RTU living rent-free in Phil's head. Barrett Welsh just said if it's only meaningful to a small number, then needs to stop squeezing those few like there are thousands of wallets. That's a very good fucking point, Barrett Wells. I do agree. But Phil's never going to fucking stop. He's never going to stop. RTU is apparently told Phil he can do it if he wants. Phil's not going to do it. Phil loves using this as a fucking flex.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Oh, sorry. Thank you very much, Mad Max 03 for subscribing to the channel. Now, if that's the same Mad Max I know from the past, then thank you for subscribing, Pizza Face. Much appreciated. Thank you very much, Mad Max 03. Yeah, Phil man is just It's just unbelievable, man. I love how he fucking threatens to raise fucking things, and he knows he's not going to fucking do it. Even though he's fucking... And I love how delusional he's fucking being as well about the whole fucking thing. It's like, I can make the most fucking amount of money ever. No, Phil. No, just stop right fucking there, pal. If Phil did a whole roast RTU stream, I guarantee you, I fucking guarantee you, it will not fucking be the most successful thing you've ever fucking done on YouTube. The most successful thing you've ever done in the history of your YouTube fucking life, Phil, is secure a machinima contract based on views. There is nothing that's ever going to fucking top that. When you can fucking eat a fucking McDonald's burger and make like $100 on a video for it, that's going to fucking trump anything else that you could fucking do ever on YouTube. There's simply no fucking competing with that. There's a couple of fucking videos Phil could fucking make back in the fucking day in 2012 or whatever, and he would fucking make absolute bank, and that would be him sorted very easily. Foreseeable next few months, based on like 2 or 3 videos. He is never going to get to those days again. Never. Those days are gone. Those days are fucking history. Phil having a fucking RTU like react to fucking drama shit stream. If he ever done that, at the very most, Phil would get like $500. I think $500 would be the most Phil gets in tips, in my opinion. The simple fact of the matter is, it's not... Phil hasn't actually fucking got a huge amount to fucking say about RTU that he hasn't already fucking said. He has no fucking new ammo. He has nothing on him to fucking fire at him for. Look, Phil's making sure the tip animation, the tip thing works. Look at the fucking chat right now, man, in his fucking chat. DSP Gamer had to type in tip. It's nobody fucking tipped him this whole time. We're only a few minutes behind, we're like fucking 5 minutes behind. Right, let's keep playing, guys, and catch up to real time, Phil.
I'm not doing it. I refuse. I'm above that level of garbage. You know, I feel like I've changed. Maybe old Phil from 14 years ago would have been like, you know what, this guy's a dickhead to me. I'm going to be dickhead right back to him, and I'm going to personally gain off of it. But I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to put out meaningful, positive stuff for my audience. And if that means I stay in my lane and I'm here on level 1 for the rest of my life, then that's what it means. And I'm happy with that because that's who I want to be. I want to be that nice guy. I don't want to be some scumbag who just ruins people and brings them down and tears them down because, you know, I want to make a living and I want to basically profit off of the misery of others. You know, it's funny because I told you guys this. I said, I had a conversation with Rich behind the scenes, explaining to him how harmful it is when people keep bringing up my incident from 2016. That not only harmful to me, but to my wife, who absolutely hates discussing it because she knows that's the old me who was in a miserable, depressed state at that time.
She said it wasn't a big fucking deal. On stream, Phil. I believe Kat's word over yours, personally. Kat said it wasn't a big fucking deal. I wonder if... Can we actually find the video? I wonder if we can fucking find the video. This might be a pig go thing. Is there a video that he had that he titled Cat? No. Oh well, fuck it. Ah, Skate Club, that's why it says Cat. What would he have fucking titled that fucking video? Focus on Bingo. Ah, fuck it. Yeah, it's too much of a fucking deal. But the fact of the matter is, Phil had Kat on his fucking stream before, and she admitted it wasn't a big fucking deal at the fucking time. She didn't fucking seem traumatised, she was laughing about it. Can it be considered as scat talk because nothing's been really been said? Nah, not really. Nah. Meth Bear says he sacrificed himself and his finances like Jesus. Jesus Christ, man. Pixar saying, why did he post images of the incident on Twitter if it's so harmful? Yeah, he fucking posted very recently, didn't he? Very recently, Phil fucking reposted that fucking image on his business Twitter account.
And I've changed for the better since then, and it actually upsets her emotionally to have to talk about it all the time and see people talk about it all the time. So I literally say to him, don't do it, don't bring it up, stop. And people tell me, oh yeah, every day when he talks about you, he brings it up again, and there's the picture in the background, ha ha ha, it's all a big joke. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about anyone but himself. I'm not gonna be that kind of guy. I was. 14 years ago, that was me. Okay, 14 years ago, that was Darkside Phil. Darkside Phil grew and matured over the years and became someone better. I'm not going back to being that guy, that immature late 20s guy. That's who Rich is. He's still stuck in his late 20s, and he's never going to crawl out of there because that's where he's found success. So to him, he doesn't give a fuck about anything. That was old Phil, and I'm not going back to being that. I'm a better person than that, okay? So even if the trends change, okay, likely, no, I'm not going to be going back to being that old guy. Will I maybe change a little bit of my formula or maybe have some different content? Maybe. But no, you're not going to see Phil go back to being old Darkside Phil from over a decade ago because that's not who I am anymore. You see? Okay, hold on 1 second. Oh.
Where the fuck's he going?
Would you consider
Just starting off!
Sorry about that. Review Tech USA was trying to crawl in my office and interject himself into my content again, so I took a frying pan, smacked it right on his big bulbous head, knocked him into the street. Okay, so let's continue. All right, let's see what else people have to ask me because we still have some time for Q&A here. Wow, one button dash. This would be like Vince McMahon telling Shawn Michaels go back to his old 1990s pill-popping alcoholic self. I mean, that's a very specific reference for pro wrestling fans. Like, really, really specific that some people might get, and most people are going to say, I have no idea what you just said. But maybe you're correct. Maybe that is kind of close to a proper reference. No, I've not looked into Immortality yet. It's coming out tomorrow on Game Pass. I've never heard of it. If you haven't noticed, I'm very heavily involved in things right now, games and playthroughs, and I don't think I'm going to be adding any new random game I never heard of to my rotation anytime soon. Solid Sloth, if you ask me about my toilet handle one more time, I'm going to come to your house and shove a toilet handle up your... Okay, stop asking. What the fuck cares about broken toilet handle on a toilet?
You fucking brought it up in your own fucking content, Phil, to try and get some pity money out of people. The people have a fucking right to ask about your fucking stupid goddamn toilet handle. Also, if that was not fucking concrete enough, that is some absolutely fucking mocking chat. Also, people want me to count that as scat talk. People want me to count that as scat talk. Should I count that as scat talk? He's literally talking about toilet stuff. He is talking about toilet stuff, guys. Let me count it as scat. Some people are saying no. Yeah, it's just a toilet, Okay, fair enough, I won't count it. We won't count it. I don't really want to count it though, because I want to tick all the fucking squares.
Who cares but you? Why do you keep asking? What it is I think it was like a week or two ago, I mentioned, just on a whim, it was a bad day. I go to flush my toilet and the toilet handle snaps and everything was going wrong. They say if anything can go wrong, it will go wrong. No, what I did is, instead of ordering a replacement toilet handle like a normal person, I removed the entire toilet from my bathroom and threw it into the street, right? That's what I did. What a dumb question. Who the fuck cares? Stop asking dumb shit. Boy, you're stupid. He asked it about 40 times in the chat, too. I'm not even kidding. He just keeps spamming it. He doesn't get the picture that I'm not going to answer a dumb question. Yes, there's just a giant gaping hole in the floor of my bathroom now. In fact, I didn't turn the water off. The pipes are squirting like a big column of water into my bathroom right now. It's a big mess, let me tell you. Grant, you're welcome. He says he's thanking me for the in-depth response I gave him earlier to one of his questions. To be fair, that's what Rich would have done. There you go. Or no, excuse me, Rich would have paid his assistant or his editor to go do it for him, right? Anyway. His chickens? Oh, his chickens. His army of chickens. All right, we can stop talking about that guy now. I don't give two fucks. It was just supposed to be a comedic reference, and now we're getting too much into this nonsense. Cole Phelps Mafia.
You literally brought him up, Phil. You fucking diddy.
4 did not get announced. That did not happen. How do people get this shit? Mafia 4 did not get announced. What was announced was that they're working on some kind of a Mafia project. We don't know if it's a new one. We don't know if it's a reboot. It's just they're working on a new Mafia project. That's the rumor. Okay. What? Dacky says he finished watching Boogeyman 3 again. Did I ever see the Boogeyman movies? Did I? I don't think so. They don't ring a bell at all. So I don't think I ever saw them. No, I don't think so. For some reason, I thought of Jeepers Creepers for a second. But then no, I don't think I ever saw the Boogeyman movies. Nope. By the way, guys, once again, I hate to have to do this, but I just want to make sure tipping is working. There's been no tips this morning. And with all the nonsense and trolling that's been going on recently, it makes me nervous when, something's not coming in and like, damn, is it working? I hope it didn't.
So that's why he fucking typed in. This is 2 days in a row. 2 streams in a row. He's fucking had to type it in his fucking chat during the fucking podcast to make sure it's fucking working. How fucking pathetic. Guy, that's like me. He's like, hang on, let me type in my fucking tip command and see if it's fucking working. Because nobody's fucking tipped me at all today and I'm fucking all sad about this shit. Hey, Stream Elements bot, is this fucking working or not? I actually don't know if I've got it set up or not. I thought I was not even sure if I do actually have something fucking set up. Look at that. Oh, it's tip. You type in tip, not tips. That's where I was going wrong. Thank you, Train. Yeah, there we go. The streams, the link still works, guys. That's fucking hell, Phil. Jesus Christ, man. People fucking tip if they want to fucking tip. Stop fucking trying to force it. Stop trying to fucking force it so fucking heavily. You can see Nightbot going off regularly in your fucking chat every few minutes anyway. Dashy, I am not English. Shut your hole.
Get fucked up. Give me a second here to just check and make sure that the page is still working and everything. If the chat command ever works, is it even working? Why is it not working? The chat command's not working. Oh, because someone just did it. Oh, that's why. Someone had just clicked it before. I didn't see that. All right, the page seems to be loading. So I think it's fine, just that no one's tipped yet. Okay, that's fine. Just being sure. Again, I apologize. I seem a little paranoid at shit like that. It's because of all the nonsense and trolling and shit going on. You never know what's going to happen. And, You say, okay, now no tips all day today. What's going on? You know, it makes me nervous. So. Do I think Italian smoked sausage or andouille smoked sausage is better? They're completely different. Italian style usually has certain kinds of herbs and spices in it. Maybe some red pepper for a kick, you know, oregano, maybe basil. It has a certain flavor to it. Andouille sausage is meant to be that spicy kind of Cajun flavor, right? Totally different product. Or what's better? They're both good. It depends on what you're having. You know, like for example, sometimes my wife makes a homemade gumbo, which really isn't gumbo. It's kind of like stovetop gumbo. It's a quick done. But she makes a roux, and then she makes both shrimp and andouille sausage. She puts into the roux to kind of imbue it with the flavor of the roux. And that sausage is absolutely delicious. Would I eat the andouille sausage with pasta? No, it wouldn't go. With pasta, you want Italian style. You see. Lord Prince Albert did a super chat. I'm curious, in the worst case scenario, if I become a member and things get shut down, do you refund us the membership? How does it work? First of all, I have nothing to do with refunds. When you do a super chat, a super sticker, or a membership, I have nothing to do with it. Zero. I have no control over any of it. That is all through YouTube. So that's a YouTube side deal. Please understand that. If I had control, I would have a better answer. I don't have control over those contribution methods. That's all on YouTube, because essentially you're paying YouTube, and then YouTube on the back end pays me. You see what I'm saying? So, in regards to memberships, if you become a member, all right, technically the moment you become a member, I should get the benefit from it. You understand? When you become a member, that's locked in, and I'm going to get credit for that next month, and it supports the channel. All right? Now, I think the only situation where you get refunded memberships, there's two. I think situation number one is if there's an error or a glitch. So for example, when gifted memberships first launched, no one had enabled gifted memberships because no one had the option to yet. Only Iced Coffee came in here and tried to gift a bunch of memberships. No one got them, and he got his money back. Like the next month, they refunded him. So that's one case where you can get a refund. I think the other situation is if you become a member and then that channel immediately gets banned from YouTube completely. So let's say, for example, YouTube just began to get permanently shut down and is never coming back. All right, for egregious error. That would be like multiple community strikes or something. Like YouTube says, oh my God, you have insanely heinous content. We're banning you from the site permanently. You're never coming back. All right, then I believe you would get a refund. All right, but outside of that, other situations, like say for example, a channel gets suspended, but it's coming back, then I don't think there's any kind of a refund involved or anything. It just sticks. Because keep in mind, you're still supporting that channel. They're still going to get your support for being a member. You see? But again, I don't work for YouTube. This would be a question to ask some kind of a YouTube official, because I don't really know the ins and outs. And keep in mind that things like gifted memberships are brand new, and who even knows if YouTube has official guidelines hashed out for those yet? You know, I don't know. So there you go. Thank you for the super chat and the question. I'm sorry I can't give you a more complete answer. Again, let me say it this way. Rest assured, if you become a member of this channel, you gift memberships, I get help from that. You are supporting my business by doing that, okay? Yes, it is true that if the channel gets suspended at some point, maybe you'll lose some time, you'll get those advantages like emotes or whatever. But in general, the whole idea of becoming a member of a channel is saying, I support this content, I want it to continue, here's my crowdfunding to allow that to happen, you see? So in that regard, yeah, it's working, you know, but I don't know anything about refund policy. Okay? Only Iced Coffee just confirmed. He says, yes, it took me about a month, then I got refunded for those gifted subs that didn't work. So there you go. Okay. All right, any other questions? We still have just a few more minutes, guys. If anyone has any last-minute questions. Only Kawaii Coffee, which is the current name of Only Iced Coffee, just gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Thank you so much. And we're going to see who gets those in just a moment. Because it takes, now what I've noticed, that when people gift them, people can't claim them immediately. It takes about a minute, and then all of a sudden people can claim them. I've noticed that. I don't know what changed about it, but that's what's going on now, is if people gift them, you got to wait a few minutes, and all of a sudden, boom, all of a sudden people start claiming. That's what just happened earlier. With, I believe it was Europe Gaming who gifted one. What's up, Jade? Yeah, it was Europe Gaming who had gifted the membership earlier, and it went to Reginald. So there you go. Here we go. So Whitney got one, Suwugi got one, Derpy LaDerp got one, Davey Valentine got one, and Nico got one. Congratulations to you 5, and thank you to Only Kawaii Coffee for the channel support. I really appreciate that. See, it took, what was that, like 60 seconds about, roughly? So there's a timer on it now. You know what it might be? Maybe it's so that you're ready to accept it or something? Because maybe it was so people were not ready before, and now you get like 60 seconds to prepare. I don't know. I don't know. But it works. Thank you so much. Does that mean 6? Yeah, we're up 6. So we should probably be at 389 right now. All right, we got about time for one final question to be answered here before I go on a break to use the restroom, and then we jump back into Pac-Man World Repacked. Yes, you have to enable gifts in settings to be eligible for a gifted membership. Where? I have no clue, because I'm not eligible. I'm the channel broadcaster. Hello, Jaybird. How are you? What is my favorite hot dog condiment? I like various different kinds of hot dogs. I like classic American would be like mustard and ketchup, right? But I like variations. Like I like a spicy mustard with relish or sauerkraut or even chopped onions, which would be more considered like the works on a hot dog. I like bacon bits on a hot dog. I've had hot dogs with baked beans and melted cheddar on it, and that was pretty good. I like a chili cheese dog. But, like, for example, if I was going to have a hot dog right now, I would either do spicy mustard and relish. I'm thinking, what's in my fridge? Spicy mustard and relish I'd probably do on one. And on the other, I'd probably do just, like, yellow mustard and ketchup. That would be what I would do. There you go. All right, guys. Thank you for a great podcast. As I said, I didn't have much to talk about. Yeah, I knew we would fill the whole podcast with your questions. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back with Pac-Man. Thanks so much for your support, as always. I'll see you in a little bit. Yes.
As usual, I'm going to skip this shit. Because fuck Phil and his stupid shit.
Okay, let's go over here quick. Get this set up. And nature calls, as they say. So I do have to go use the restroom quickly. And after just a couple minutes, we will begin with Pac-Man World Repacked. So far, the game is quite fun. We're heading into World 4 now. And we're going to have some fun. All right, guys, thank you. Let's take a brief break. I'll be back shortly with Pac-Man.
Okay. Phil is on his break, and I'm going to click live. Let me just refresh the damn page. Hang on. Phil is not back from his break yet. The game is still going, guys. We're still playing bingo. The mentality of Phil's fans. What do you like in your hot dog? Yeah, Flying Dutchman. That's a fucking kind of educated discussion that goes on there. That was a free... That wasn't a fucking tip question, to be fair. That was just a random question in chat I was answering, so at least it didn't cost that fan any money to find out that fucking thing, you know. Jesus Christ, man. Yes, Lord Snort, yeah, I'm no fucking sugarcoating shit, you know, as I am. I skip it because fuck Phil. There's no fucking rhyme or reason to it. It's just, well, I got no idea if I fucking play that silly fucking outro that Phil has now, and if I fucking play it in my stream, is it possible that some fucking weirdo that made the fucking thing will come after me because I've got it in my fucking stream? I'm not gonna fucking take that risk. Some random nutter made that for Phil. So I'm just thinking, no, that could be a fucking... That could be a potential headache waiting to happen. Fuck that shit. So I just skip the fucking outro altogether. Anyway, we've fucking got the real, true, great version of that fucking song to look forward to for the end of the stream. But yeah, guys, I'm amazed at the engagement. It feels like the word engagement was not in Phil's head today, even though he had so many opportunities to say engagement. He had so many chances to say the word engagement, and he fucking refused to. I think it's simply because it's not in his fucking head right now, for whatever reason. It's so fucking disheartening, it really is. I don't know, man. Let me think. Let me go on a wee detour. Can we not find the King of Hate channel? The King of Hate Vlogs. It's the first result still. Would you look at that? It's the very first result still. Fucking fantastic. Did he ever do a video on this channel with Cat? Yeah, there is. Special vlog meet Cat. 17-minute video. Let's check out the fucking transcript. Can we... Well, did I actually talk about... Is this a fucking stream thing, or is this like unrecorded? Well, not unrecorded, but off-stream thing. So the incident doesn't come up there. Camera. Okay, so this video has nothing to do with that. Okay. Was that the only... Right. So I don't think it was that video then. That's a 17-minute video. It doesn't feel like a fucking stream video. This feels like it's some sort of strange separate video they made without fucking being streaming. So I think it's not on. It's not actually going to be on the vlog channel. I think it has to be on DSP Gaming. Which means we need to try and find it. Hello? Phil and Cat's special IRL stream. Was it the first one or the second one? Let's try the first one. Right, let's go to transcript and look for incident. Incident doesn't seem to come up anywhere. What about the webcam? No, camera. Camera happens 3 times. But nah. Okay, cool. Not that one then. We'll try this one. Accident as well. Yeah, I could have searched accident. Ah, here we go. Accident's a great fucking shout. I don't know if Black Mage knew that, but Accident's definitely the one. Right, let's see what Cat said at a time about this shit.
Charity says, did Cat hear about the infamous accident on stream? Of course. I mean, how could you not? You know what I mean? Especially you said you were a fan, so obviously you know. You know what I mean?
Why is this a big deal? Like,
no, look at that. She doesn't seem to fucking care. Apparently, she's not fucking crying her eyes out or anything. She's actually fucking laughing about it, essentially. There's no sign of any fucking tears there for the fucking multiple layers of eye fucking paint. Jesus fucking Christ. Was this before she was going out for Halloween? No, this is June. Sorry, I know she dressed up for Halloween one fucking time on stream, and I thought she may have been fucking going out as some sort of strange wicked witch or some pish, but no, this is fucking mid-June. This is some random fucking mid-June severe fucking leveling of eye fucking paint. She looks like something from, you know those fucking villains from the first Doctor Strange movie, where their eyes are all fucking strange? She looks like that. Fucking hell. Still waiting for Phil to get back. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it's right there and there. She doesn't care. Literally, I don't think she's ever cried about it, personally. I think that's a lie. I think it's a stone cold lie. Where the hell is Phil? We got a game of bingo to finish. Yeah, he's still not back. Okay. Still waiting for Phil to get back. I wonder why I couldn't fucking find the video. Was it because I typed in the accident? If I type in accident and I type in cat, will it show up? Yeah, it would show up. Okay, so it's not referenced as incident, it's referenced as accident. Okay. So that was good to know. Thank you very much, Black Mage, again, for for suggesting the word accident. I don't know if you knew that, as I said, or if it was just a hell of a good guess, but shout out Black Mage for that. For helping me find it because of the word accident instead. I do appreciate it. Barrett Wells is saying Phil's probably bringing that toilet in from his front yard of a handcart. It probably took him a while to step over the unconscious body of RTU that he knocked out with a frying pan. Jesus Christ. Offect is asking, do I think Kat's co-workers found out about the incident and that's what made her cry? I don't think fucking she's ever cried about it personally. Well, if people, wherever Kat worked before, if people found out who she actually really was, and I don't actually think that's true. I don't think that's true, guys. You gotta keep in mind, if somebody was that much invested in knowing who Kat is, they would probably be somewhat of a detractor in the first place. There wouldn't be some sort of fair weather kind of thing. It probably would have become... this kind of interaction would have been more publicly revealed, I think. Oh, Phil's back. Basically, I think we'd have fucking heard something in Kiwi Farms or something if somebody did actually work with Kat and made fun of her. The lack of, knowledge on what happened with Kat at our work means I don't think anyone did actually, confront her with that. Now, let's get back to the bingo. This fucking music is so shit.
Alright guys, I'm back. Did you guys unleash the beast while I was gone? Like the song says? I unleashed the beast, that's for sure. Holy shit. It was a heavy beast. Wait.
Oh, come on, that's got to be scat talk. He's talking about taking a huge shit. come on. You cannot deny that scat talk. Everyone's saying it. Everyone is saying it. Thank you very much. We can fucking tick it off. That's another bingo. About fucking time. We are 3 away from a full house. Who knows? We might get it here.
Several pounds. I feel light on my feet. I could bounce all around the room now. Float, actually. Okay. So welcome back, everybody. It's time for us to continue with Pac-Man World Repack. We're going to head into World 4 of 6 and see what it's all about. So last time around, I jumped around the worlds. I'm wondering if today maybe I should just do world by world, right, instead of jumping around like I did last time. I don't think it really matters, but I guess we'll see. So let's see here. First of all, Expand Dong says, hopefully the Funhouse and Factory were not nerfed in difficulty like the Ruins boss. I say the early levels are more or less on par with the OG. New floaty jump makes things easier. There you go. And if you noticed, I wasn't really using the floaty jump. I think I may have used it once or twice, but for the most part, I kind of ignored it and just tried to do the jumps without it. And, you know, so far, so good. I guess we'll see what happens moving forward if the floaty jump will be utilized or not. But for now, you know, I'm trying to stay away from it unless I absolutely need it. Because like you said, it wasn't part of the original game. Nico has tipped me $2, so let's get some tips going. Thank you to Only Kawaii Coffee for a gifted membership. Enjoy, Nico, the gifted membership, and thank you for the tip. Now, Nico, would you prefer if I call you Nico? Because technically your name is a bunch of letters that's not English characters. Is Nico fine? I think it could be Nico C. Do you want Nico C? I don't know how to actually say your name. I just call you Nico because that's the only thing I could say. I can't read those characters. I don't know what they are. Let me know if that's okay. All right, and thank you for the first tip. So the first tip of the day, we got some gifted memberships there from Only Kawaii Coffee. Jade, no updates on anything. No reason to really talk about it until there is an update. So I'm not going to really keep talking about it until something happens. Okay? Okay. Nico is actually correct. That's how we pronounce it. Well, there you go. Nico it is then. Okay. I actually think we kind of have to do the whole worlds now because what I'm remembering was World 6 wasn't open, right? Now, originally it was Worlds 1, 2, and 3 all next to each other. But now on the world map, you go through the gate and there's Worlds 4 and 5, but no World 6. So I'll probably just do all World 4, all World 5, and then head to 6. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. It is a pretty relaxing game. Do 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 do. Okay. What's going on, X Shooter? Good to see you. All right, everyone ready? Let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
That is the end of Bingo. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but 22 out of 25 is the best we're going to manage for the Bingo card today. He didn't say engagement somehow. He didn't talk about likes on YouTube videos, and he never said good news either. I'm amazed I didn't have some fucking final beg in there. I'm surprised. It is what it is. Yesterday we got 24 out of 25. Today it's 22 out of 25. We usually do quite well. It's high 20s. Sadly though, it's not to be. It's very tempting to remove likes from the fucking the list because it doesn't actually talk about likes on YouTube videos much anymore these days. It does talk about liking things, but I've never interpreted it the same way. We could do a thing where we include all. If it says like, as in liking something, I think we should just include it from now on. Whether he's talking about YouTube likes or fucking he likes hot dogs. I think it should be construed the same way. I because I mean it doesn't fucking talk about liking YouTube videos anymore. It doesn't actually fucking talk about liking YouTube videos that much at all. But if we're going to keep it in the list, maybe we can have it be covering all bases where it talks about liking anything. Whether it's fucking liking YouTube videos or liking eating hot dogs with ketchup and mustard in them or whatever shit like that, you know, that's what I'm thinking. So maybe, I don't know. Yeah, who knows? We'll see. Well, I'll say that's in the bingo. Sorry about that, guys. We couldn't get a full 25 out of 25. I'm not going to prolong anything, you know. I'm just going to just say, okay, we tried, we failed, but we can always try again tomorrow. We just have to wait and see if tomorrow's fill will result in a desperate sort of 25 out of 25 full house begging thing. For now, we're going to end things how we always end things. Pixar Animations, the one and only. Notorious PIG contributions. This is one of my favourite Weed Attractor tune, pretty much. And this is how I always end my stream. Shout out to Pixar Animations for doing such a great job with the animation, you know, 2KJ hype and all that jazz. But thank you very much for joining me, guys. Thank you very much for subscribing, the super chats and everything else, and just keep me right in the bingo card as well. Keep me right in chat for things, you know, a couple of things I was not sure of, and I'll say you guys are always there. to, you know, to try and help out when you can, whether it's just for like knowledge or anything else, you know. I do appreciate you all. But yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow if you want to join me for some more DSP Bingo. For now, enjoy this amazing video made by Pixar Animations, and I'll catch you guys another time. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone.